Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'm joined by my partner in crime, or in solving crime, I should say.
We're not doing crimes, Holmes. I told
Dr.
you. That's
Watson.
the secret side of what we get up to.
Physician, military man.
All over sexy boy.
Exactly. He's here to keep me on the straight and narrow and source illegal, illicit drugs for me to take at any opportunity. That's right.
You could tell Lewis has never taken
Welcome
drugs.
back.
That's not how you do it.
Sherlock Holmes. Crimes and punishment.
Hello, Holmes. How are you?
Last week,
You good?
Watson, do you remember our case that we spent? We went on a lovely trip to London.
We did. The bar, the Roman bar.
The Roman baths in London. Yes, that's right.
Lovely, lovely.
Where we found a man who had been stabbed, Watson, in the eye.
Oh, yeah.
Terribly with a knife, and his body was posed in the guise of an Egyptian mummy.
Yes, yes.
And there was a curse.
Suspicious water pile.
Suspicious water, suspiciously wet in the steam room, wasn't it, Watson? Good thing we caught that on with our eye, or else we could have been taken aback. And of course, it was, well, if you have to watch it if you haven't seen it, because it was an excellent
We don't want to spoil it. It's good. Check out the
mystery.
VOD. But we did solve it. We were, if I do say so myself, incredible.
We did solve it. We got,
Unlike the week before,
got it on
where
on the nose. And the thing is, like, so can we show the game? But we basically, like, we got given a whole load of information, and it kind of is quite overwhelming, and then it leaves out like. You have to, at the end, at the very end,
Tiniest thing.
you have to make a jump to 3 or 4 options. And some of the options, so we go do this thing, we worked out vaguely what we think happened. And then there's this leap, and you're like, okay, he must have had to do this, or this guy must have had to do this. And you're like, oh, all of these seem fairly implausible.
Yeah, the sort of the add-on at the end, because we were certain it was the metal in the fire pit we found, and then suddenly at the end it's like, oh, here's another option which is completely bizarre.
Yeah.
But here we go. Like, I guess you gotta. This is the name of the game.
Yeah, so that mental leap, which sometimes there's red herrings. So it turned out there was this big red herring last time that really stumped us in, was that there was this lump of melted silver.
Oh, right, that was
in the
not really
brazier.
anything to do with it, was it? Not really.
Anyway, new one.
I'm excited. What's this? The Abbey Grange Affair.
The Abbey Grange Affair.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Which
We
sounds
can go.
incredibly British. Lydia.
It's not bloody working,
Oh,
Holmes.
do you not have the bloody...
I don't think I've got
control?
control, do I?
Bloody
Bloody hell.
Don't worry, Lydia. Pass me your thingamajig from that hole over on the far right-hand side.
This
Not
one?
that one,
This
but that one there, yes.
hole?
Pass me that. No, unplug it from the hole in front of you. No,
This-
that hole over there.
This
That
hole.
one, yes. And hand it to me, Watson.
There's a lot of wires around here.
Don't worry,
and
we're
my
solving
IQ
the mystery
is very low.
of the keyboard and mouse connection. And there we go. It made the little Pinky Donk Windows sound. And now you should have some control.
I have control. All right.
Excellent.
Should we do halvesy? I'll do the first half, you do the second half.
Starting off strong. So, Lydia. Oh. Come on.
The game is afoot.
Wake up. Watson, no time for sleeping. Bring me more medicine back. I'm going to
Me more
need
drugs.
an injection of opium to get me started. Right in the dick.
What?
It's the only vein we can find. Just going to have to do it.
Do you think people do that?
I've had infections all over. All of other my veins are all used.
They're all withered.
I fancy that every one of his cases has found
Oh, my
its way
God.
into your collection. Yes,
Sorry, Lydia.
seem worthy.
What a way to start the day.
However,
The old
I
dick
regret
needle.
your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point
Okay,
of
we're
view
missing
of a
it.
story instead of a scientific
Can we get it turned up a
exercise.
bit, Sam?
Oh, Holmes, you... I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be
So
much
it's
better
a
to
rainy
examine
night.
this letter
I've woken you up in the
that
middle of the
tried to
night.
convince you.
So there's a letter that we've been sent.
Right.
Is that what
So
you
I
said?
guess we've been sent a letter about a strange mystery.
Oh, my
Oh,
God!
good Lord. This is what he's looking at. I definitely need those drugs now, Watson, after seeing
Quick!
The letter is on the table. Holmes. You should take it.
So
What the fuck was
Sherlock
that?
Holmes has been perving into the fucking next door windows.
Oh, my God. Is she still there?
Oh, Lord, she coming.
Oh, Lord! Oh, my God, that is terrifying.
She's like, oh, Mr. Holmes,
Oh.
I do love it when you look at me with your telescope.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson.
The letter is on the table, Holmes.
I'm
gosh.
trying. I can't help but look at that saucy lady
The
across the
letter is on
road.
the table, Holmes. You should
What
take
table?
a look.
It's basically
Right.
full of bloody tables. Okay. Here we go.
Back in the day, you needed a lot of fucking tables. Before
I
the
can tell
internet,
from
Before the
Lestrade's
internet, they just had
handwriting that he
tables.
was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
he was in a hurry. He scribbled the
A
letter out.
wax seal with the monogram E.B.
EB. Come on then. Brackens.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Right, let's have a gander. Do you want to read?
Abbey Grange, Marsh of Kent, 3:30
Oh, fuck, I
AM.
pressed the wrong button.
Oh, fuck. We
what
fucked
is
it up, Lydia.
Promising, as
Sorry.
always.
I was so
It
excited.
appears to be a
I got the
case of
shakes.
murder.
So you believe that Sir
Sorry.
Eustace
We'll
is
go back to
dead?
it afterwards.
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less.
So Eustace
His writing
died.
shows considerable agitation,
Who?
and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Okay, I think we should read that letter.
Bloody hell.
Bloody, I really fucked it already, didn't I? Inspector's letter. Here you go.
My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as it was when I discovered it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. So Sir Eustace has been killed, yeah.
Right.
And there's some sort of lady that he's taken away from the house.
But they've let. he's
But
let
everything else
go.
at Abbey Grange. Look at it on the map. It was like a big manor house with a garden.
Ooh, this is gonna be fancy. Does anyone know how many cases there are?
It's
in this
gonna be
case?
fancy.
It's gonna be fancy because we've done how many? We've done Harpoon with old dead Peter.
The Wapoo, the case of the bees.
Case of the bees.
We meant there were no bees.
There were literally no bees in that case. But the case
then
of
the mummy.
bees. And then the mummy. So this is our fourth case.
Yeah.
Don't know. I wonder how many there are in the game.
Dead Peter. Oh,
Oh, dead Peter. I miss dead
Hello,
Peter.
dead
I wonder how
Peter.
he's up to. What he's up to these days.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A
God, it was
violent
poked.
act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright,
Where is the body of the deceased?
in the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
okay. So, posh manor house.
Okay. So he's had his head caved in.
She was tied to a chair, and he had his head caved in by
Lady
the poker.
Brackenstall
Now that
awaits you in the morning.
already, I'm feeling like there's information here. Okay. If you were killed by a poker,
Yeah.
Sir Warthen
it
Brackenstall.
feels like a kind of not a premeditated crime.
Because it's
Lord
grabbing
Ramsay
something on the scene
Brackenstall.
rather
Yeah.
than bringing a weapon
Already, I'm
with
thinking
you.
like this. There can't be any. If they
Lord George Brackenstall.
even like a gun,
That's pretty, yeah, like
would have
bringing,
been fairly. Even if it was a gun in the house.
Yeah, because that's the mistake we
Ladies,
made on the first
allow me
case.
to introduce myself.
Oh, God,
My name
yes,
is
you
Sherlock
did.
Holmes.
Weird makeup.
I'm assisting
Okay.
Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss.
Oh, rip.
Please accept my deepest condolences.
I reckon she's something to do with
I
it.
suppose
She
that it
looks
is no
quite
use
young.
my attempting
Young,
to conceal that our
wants the
marriage
money.
has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny
Jeez,
it.
God.
Oh dear.
All right. What happened last night?
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Right.
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
I'm terribly sorry, but
Yes,
just
madam.
tell me
it
again.
is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and, oh God,
Please, go on.
as I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
All right. It seems like it's pretty premeditated. 3 of them came into the house. That's not just a, oh, shit. I think, calling it right now, she's part of it, and they punched her as part of the ruse. Called it.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard. But you can see for yourself in the dining room.
I don't believe a word she says.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
I'm going to eye her up.
already, I think he hit her, so Eustace did.
Ooh, okay.
And I think that she looks like a classic, it sounds like something that a classic beaten wife. And she might have finally had enough, hit him back with the poker, and then covered it up with the maid's help.
Ooh, okay. So you think these 3 men are completely fabricated?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Elegant
Or maybe like
Ooh.
someone else came by.
Old bruises.
help out.
So yeah, that does imply. But weird place to have them on your hand, unless they're like defensive bruises. Like if he's.
New theory.
Yeah.
She's a kung fu master. Okay. She learned in Australia, where the home of kung fu.
Where kung fu was born.
All right, mate. Kung fu. And then she was teaching him kung fu.
Right, and it all
and
went
that's where
wrong.
the bruises came from.
Okay.
But then she killed him for the money.
She kung fu'd too hard one day.
Yeah.
You could never kung fu too hard.
She accidentally fooed him
She
instead
went-
of kunging him.
She went full fu. Can't find where the
Pale
last thing
cheeks
is.
it is.
Pale cheeks, oh,
I
it's
can
up
see
her
through the
face.
blur.
Oh, it's
She's
pale.
Is that blush or is that like actually? Yeah.
So we're not a happy marriage.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk. And he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
So she doesn't have an Australian accent, though. Cue it. Look at those old bruises.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Is worse than
Your
than
ladyship.
death. So she really wanted it. She
To
hated
be
him.
tied to such a man for life is worse
Than death. I mean, she really hated this guy. You tell me, Teresa, what went down.
Teresa, I would like
was
to
just
hear
doing
your
the old
testimony.
pantry. I was making
Certainly,
some bread,
sir.
and I heard a kerfuffle, and I came to it. I found the lady was stuck to a chair, my lord, and I didn't know what
As
to
I
do.
sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate.
Wait.
But I thought nothing of it.
She's
at the
Australian.
She's
too.
Australian.
If
But the
I'd
other girl didn't
known.
have an Australian accent.
She's Australian.
then-
She's come with her. She's in on it.
Oh, she's in on it.
And it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress
My
scream.
mistress scream.
And down I ran to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed.
And the thing is a gift
That's
from
all
her.
I know.
Okay, I'm going to
So
have to
she probably didn't tie her to the chair.
look at you uncomfortably closely. Show me your body. Wrinkles. Wrinkles. So she's old. She's getting on a bit. Oh, I can't look at that.
She doesn't look that old.
There we go.
Bruised hands. Are you kidding me?
Bruised ha- Oh, I can't see it. Caring. How the fuck can you tell she's caring from her thumb? That's a caring thumb if I've ever seen one.
Handkerchief vinegar smell resuscitation.
Oh, so she brought her back to life with the smell of vinegar. Wrinkles.
So she knows
Working hand.
she knows a bit of first aid.
Ooh, coffee stain. Loves a bit of caffeine.
Pooped herself. That's what I was thinking when I saw that brown stain
Poop
on her.
herself.
Poop,
Oh no.
pooped herself. She's
Pooped herself.
old
My
lady.
mistress is very
She lost
tired. Can't
control
you
of
allow
her
her to
bowels.
her room?
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah, fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's have a look at all this.
don't let her
shit.
go, Lestrade, because she's probably a murderer.
I think she's probably a murderer. Because we haven't had a
Kung Fu murder.
I'm calling it now. The case of the Kung Fu murder.
The Times. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of a brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. The police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile on this family of delinquents. We would like to take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band and to provide the full description as is available at the moment. Aha! The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three. The elder, Jack Randall, is a man in his 40s, already grey-haired, while of average height and build. Being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his sons, both of whom are very close in age, but very sexy as well. The first son, William Randall, is tall and broad-shouldered, with a small, disproportionate head. The younger brother is a somewhat weaker constitution and skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but also their exceptionally brutal pirate career
What?
they
They are
enjoyed before returning
badass.
to England. So, okay, now...
She could have read this
This is
before
what
it
I'm
happened
thinking. She
and then
totally could have read
fabricated
this
it.
and then...
Been like, ooh.
All the Randall brothers are killing people.
Oh, I'll just see an old man and it's two guys behind it.
But her story, when I recall, she said that there was an elderly man who was broad-shouldered.
Yeah.
But in this case, the elderly man isn't broad-shouldered, the younger one is. So she might have got the details mixed up in her head.
Yes, I see. Yeah, tall and broad-shouldered with a tiny little head.
Exactly.
Tiny head.
I don't think she mentioned
The
the tiny
description
head.
No,
of the
you'd think
Randall
she
gang
would.
provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical,
not
to the
identical,
one
though.
in the Times.
It's
Close
Chronicle.
to identical.
Right, so she read that and then formulated a plan to
A
kill her husband.
trapper's hut.
I don't trust anyone in this story. So for
No.
some reason... Oh, look.
Two women.
Do you know who
This
they are?
photograph of
It's
Lady,
Lady
Brackenstall and her maid Teresa
Teresa.
was taken at a port. But which one?
XXIV. So on the side there, on that sign there, you see that sign on the right?
What, this?
On the picture, in the picture.
Oh, there.
This photograph
Okay, yeah, so that's what, 24?
Yeah. Does look like England.
They look like they're close, you know? Like she would be in on her murder plot.
I reckon she came with Australia. Oh, can we
Came with Australia.
Lydia.
Here we
Oh,
go.
Lydia.
Here we go.
In Adelaide.
It's in Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Adelaide, 1893.
Give it a click.
Lovely.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
On the Rock of Gibraltar.
Gibraltar. But she doesn't, the woman didn't have a Australian accent, did she? I
Yeah,
didn't.
well, no, she said she was from Australia.
Australia, but she
We
was saying
deduced
what,
it.
yeah.
We could tell that she was of Australian origin.
Oranges.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
All right,
Yeah, she's
Lady
quite posh
Brackenstall.
sounding. Right.
Well, thank you for your assistance. Let's go and examine
The body is still in the
shall
dining
we?
room where the murder took place.
Yes. What? Ah!
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Oh, God.
This
Well,
place is cool.
they've taken his shoes.
I imagine your house looks like this, Lewis. Apart from the dead animal things.
Oh, no, it's
probably
got
wouldn't
more
do
dead animals.
Just even more than that. The whole place
So,
is ridden.
Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
All right, let's have a look then.
Looks like
She's
got
been a
bonked
hard
in
The
the
head
whack.
was cracked with the force of the blow.
Someone really hated him.
I really hate him. Like his wife. Violent. Dead body. It gave me the option to do this.
Randall's a well-known criminals identified.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, well, we don't know yet. We suspect.
Yeah, we think this is the case. So
But-
click that one.
Do you think you should do it? Just click it? Okay.
Pretty sure we feel that way. We'll find out, won't we?
That's enough. Okay.
The head was...
Yeah, okay. All right, anything else?
It's a poker.
That must be the murder weapon.
It's nice to have that.
Okay.
Always nice to have the murder weapon. That makes our life a lot easier.
It is. And we, you know it's not going to melt.
This is his stick.
Quite a
his-
large stick.
Oh,
A formidable weapon.
Wedding? Weapon?
Yeah, but is it clean?
Quite a large stick.
No, his feet. I want to look at his
Barefoot.
feet.
He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
But this would support the fact that she did it, as in this is something in the home, rather than the Randalls would have brought in like a weapon with them, wouldn't they?
Barefoot.
How did he end up down here? Do you know what I mean?
I guess if she sort of lured him.
Did he
down
get
there.
hit here? Is there enough blood on the body? Do we know?
There's blood on the grate.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Could have had some more blood splashed on it afterwards. I don't know.
Okay, let's have a little look around. There's going to be something else interesting. What is this all about? A piece
Sailor's
of rope.
knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail.
So this is
I
where
will
she
take it
was-
with me.
Chained to.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Oh yes, it smells like her. We need a scent
This
hound.
door
Trouble
leads
woman.
to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
Okay, that's not relevant.
Go find
The
Toby.
hunting scene.
Look at, ooh, a bit of a ruckus. Sorry.
This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Yeah, what was stolen? Because they're saying they're burglars, aren't they?
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France.
These
An empty silverware
Okay,
box.
right.
It appears that
Jewelry
the
is
intruders have stolen the contents.
They took the silver. Let's see. Is there anything else to examine there?
I don't know actually. It didn't
The
kick
hunting
me
scene.
out, which makes me think there might be something else.
Was one of those bottles not?
These wine bottles.
Oh, was one
A
gone?
bottle of wine is missing here.
There we go.
The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
Yeah, it feels like an arbitrary, quickly done.
Yeah, like a fake burglary.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon Ségur.
Look, 3
French
glasses.
wine, Grand Cru.
Bonk.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
Beeswing.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
Okay.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
What happened was, it
It
looks
is
like
rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other 2 are clear.
so. Obviously, two of those glasses were used to pour wine from the decanter. One was just out the bottle.
Okay.
So it might well be that maybe she fortified herself with a bit of wine after doing the
The
deed.
hunting scene.
She fought.
Just directly out of the bottle.
Right. Just
The death was instant.
time to tee it up.
The mantelpiece. What's on the mantelpiece? Oh, there's a bell rope pipe up there, you see.
Oh yeah.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
What?
Okay, so we have inspected the dining room.
Yeah, there's a picture there on the wall you can look at. There's a few pictures. Not that one.
I think it's just
One down.
a bunch of shit.
A fur trader's cabin.
It's trivial crap.
Just rubbish.
All right.
Right, Watson.
This house feels rather sinister.
Shut up. Okay.
Shut
Next.
up, Watson.
Oh,
For God's
shut
sake.
up. Right.
It's going well. Okay.
Okay, so investigate the murder, inspect the room where... Okay, we got to inspect the room where she's resting. We haven't finished inspecting it. Okay.
The anti-trot says, just wishing Lydia a happy birthday.
Ah!
Lydia, you are super awesome, and I have made it my life's mission to protect your knees from further harm. I also hope that you have a great weekend, and my personal hygiene is above reproach.
Thank you, the anti-trot. Thank you so much. Thank you for your clean, hygienic donation. Thank you.
You know what Lydia said to me before the start of the stream? She said, it's my birthday tomorrow, Lewis. And I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, and I'm choosing to spend my pre-birthday
The
day.
last day of my 20s.
The last day of your 20s, is it? Oh my God.
With
Actually,
you.
That's quite a decade to say goodbye to.
I know. It's a bit sad, actually. I was thinking about it. I was
Talk to
lying
Steve
in
about
bed
it, because
last night,
Steve's
like,
going to
ooh.
be 30 in the next month, like April.
Yeah, I think he's pretty close after me.
And yeah, I was like, don't worry, 30 is way better. Way better.
Yeah?
It's much better. For me, it's been better.
I think it'll be better. There's like so much shit that happens in your 20s that I can't help but feel 30s has to be better.
Yeah.
It's crossed. But it does, I don't know, like it does feel like, oh, I don't know, pretty momentous leaving your 20s behind. Like, goodbye, youth. Well, I know like 30s isn't old. Obviously, it's not old. But there's certain more responsibilities.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Nice knowing you.
Well, I don't know. It's not, I don't feel any older, honestly.
Meh.
It's crazy. I still feel like I'm like 18 and idiotic.
Exactly, me too. What are the average ages of the Yogs?
These scratches are most
Most
definitely made
people are
by the
above
picture
30, aren't
frame.
they?
Yeah.
Ooh, safe.
This is Sir Eustace's
Oh my
safe.
God, I can't believe we didn't
There may
spot
be
this
something
before.
important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
30 is the tipping point to decline in health, stay healthy, lol.
Oh, goody.
most people, though, don't start like having kids till the 30s.
Well, that's the thing. That's what freaks me out.
Even if it's the decline in health, like most people are declining when they have kids now. That's weird.
The only thing that freaks me out about turning 30 is in my 20s, it was always like, don't have to worry about kids or marriage or stuff like that. Because it's like, I'm in my 20s, I'm still young. I feel like once I'm in my 30s, I actually have to do that stuff. That's what freaks me out. I don't have that excuse anymore of
see.
being young. That's why I'm freaked out about. I don't care so much about the age
It's
thing.
the biological clock ticking.
Exactly.
Like, I have to decide whether I want to have kids now. I was like,
I'm
oh, God,
withering.
frustrating.
Like a prune.
That's the worst thing to be, a prune.
A prune. A pruny woman. Okay, tell me about these glasses of
There
wine.
are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
No.
Seems like
No.
fabricated
Lady
bullshit.
Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Your ladyship. Well, how do we open it?
Ladyship.
No, the.
Well, she wouldn't probably.
Let us try to open this safe.
Let's crack it.
We have to
This
listen.
safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention.
Okay.
The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Okay, so rotate left, rotate right. I can't hear any vibrations. Can you?
Keep going. There you go.
Did you hear it vibrate?
No, watch, go back. There you go.
Where?
There.
Oh, there.
Okay, now we need to do it again for the second one.
So it just wiggles a bit. Oh, I was like listening for a
There.
sound. Oh yeah. Wait, I've lost it. There it is.
Nice.
Okay.
This is how it really works.
Yeah, it's this easy. Just
This
wait
is-
for it to wiggle.
Watch for the wiggle,
Wait for
Watson.
the wiggle. Oh no. There you go. No. Come on. Oh, fuck's sake. There you go.
Ah,
Boom.
a masterful safe. Very secure safe. A wiggly
A
safe.
wiggly safe.
Holy shit, okay.
Okay. Medical report.
So, Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of a hepatic decompensation. The last time we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. There is a particular odour from your breath which is
Oh,
common
ouch.
in those suffering from liver damage.
Hello, bro.
Then there are the lung abscesses we have discussed. The leg cramps you're having are caused by an anulteration. Are caused by anulteration to the nervous system. It's a technical term, Lydia. It means you've been putting too much alcohol up your butt. This includes the tremors, your liver seemed excessively hard, blah, blah, blah. You have size of ascites, which is fluid in the peritoneal cavity. That's also due to the wine up your butt,
That'll do it.
which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal involvement and pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others, and your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I am available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options.
So he was a big old alcoholic who was not very healthy.
Who was dying of alcohol-related
Alcohol.
It is
disease.
common
disease.
practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
So he's saying that a criminal should have...
Antique coins,
Known to
possibly of
look
value,
behind the-
but they're scattered without care.
They should have been looking for a safe.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's just-
Lady Bracknell really didn't know the code to the safe. But
But if they were but robbers would have tried to at least crack it, wouldn't they? Was there no attempt at it being
that's true.
cracked? If she just faked it and just threw away some jewelry.
Oh, what a horrible thing
Yeah, I
to
don't
have
think
happened.
I don't think there were any. There were definitely no robs involved.
Collect Toby. Right, we'll go get Toby.
So what we need to do, I think, we need to go get our pupper and follow the evidence. Also, we can do a bit of science on the table. I think what we need to probably do is figure out who else is involved, because I don't think the maid. She might be involved, but I think there's other people that she knows that are involved.
It can't be as simple as battered wife kills husband, makes it look like a burglary, like burglary.
Or else Sherlock Holmes wouldn't have his senses tingling.
Yeah, exactly. It would just be quite easy to work out. All the cases we've had so far have been quite complicated. So I think there's got to be more to it. Hello, Toby.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
Do you want to just quickly look at the science table? Where?
Oop. Can I do anything? Ah, the rope.
Let us see how the rope was cut.
Okay.
The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Take the scissors. Do the choppy chop. Oh, do the choppy chop. That'll be too frayed. I'm
The
guessing.
fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Yeah, that's sort of, it's too squashed. It squashed them out.
Okay, let's try the knife. Yeah. That was nice and easy.
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
cut with a knife.
Well, that
My
feels like
analysis
something
table.
sailors might have
It is
done.
useful for my work.
Oh gosh, there's loads.
So the knotted rope was cut with a sharp knife.
Okay. So, sailor background.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
does feel. But then again, the sailor's not fairly common, and having a knife feels like, again, something that a lot of people might have had. Yeah. Dead body, bed poker.
Oh,
Surely.
2 glasses.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So 3 people. There were 3 people drinking wine out of these glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with beeswing. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. There were any glasses with beeswing because this is solely of the dregs from the other 2 glasses. I guess to fabricate that there was a 3rd person there. We don't know yet. And then... Oh.
I see.
Wait, how do I... Okay, what one did you say to go together?
Dead body and pen poker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Due to a poker vote. Right, so there's something else it might have been. Violent behaviour, criminals from Australia, dead body. Okay, well, that's it for the moment.
Once we get the body back to the morgue and we find out more information about stuff.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs.
So he's eating
Something?
Watson's shoe. Oh.
Oh my god.
Have a quick cheek.
Is that just all like is this always going to be? I'm extremely
always
aroused
there.
right now. Oh, it's too arousing. I've got to concentrate on my job. Get away, you seductress.
Someone
You
should
bloody
take Toby for a
temptress.
walk.
We're doing it.
I'm
We're doing
doing
it,
it.
Watson.
Taking
Fucking
him.
hell,
Fuck
Watson.
off,
I
Watson.
know.
You.
We're going to have a nice walk over to Abbey Grange and have a little sniffer up the place.
I love that they put that in the game. Just that woman just always there.
That is so weird.
So fucking weird.
She's always watching you as well. It's like she's not bending over like doing the laundry or nothing.
Very sexy.
What a woman.
What a woman.
What a woman.
Come on, boy.
Search, Toby.
Oh, I'm Toby! Oh, my dreams come true. Here we go. Just sniffing
Oh, he's
away.
sniffing that.
I'm doing a sniff, smelling some aromas in my nostrils.
I can smell another dog's butt. It's somewhere over this way.
Hunting for a dog's booty all the live long day. Okay. Get over here. Come on. It's outside. I can only walk really slowly. Oh, wait. Maybe if I... Yes! I can run.
Oh, look at the ears.
Oh, look at his little run. He's so stubby. Can't even run fast.
Oh, this is like fucking doggy heaven,
This is
isn't it?
lovely. I love this. They should just make this the game.
Dog follows
Just dog following
dog
smell.
follows smell.
And solves crime. Yes. Oh, it goes here and then it takes a very sharp turn. Look over here.
There's something in there.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Yeah, the dog is way more useful than Watson. Why do we even have Watson?
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
We just have Toby all the time. Wait, do I have to sniff it again?
No.
That's right. Okay.
Brave Toby.
Yes.
The best nose and...
That's right. Okay. Now I've got to reverse. Yeah.
Best nose.
Yeah. Look at his folds. Such wrinkly skin. Come on. Good boy.
Is he like a basset hound or something?
Basset
What is
hound?
he?
Bloodhound?
I don't think he's a bloodhound. Doesn't got a wrinkly nose. What is Toby?
Maybe he's a basset hound.
Does anyone chat now? No. Is he a proper bloodhound?
The scent leads to the well. I should check
Basset
it.
bloodhound. Bit of both.
Bit of both.
He's a bloody mess. Good boy.
He is a good boy.
Good boy. Okay, now we carry on. Following the aroma. Following the smells.
He's only got little legs.
He's only got tiny little stubby stupid legs.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
But then there's so... Well, she wouldn't have done
The
that.
criminals left the house through the French window.
Which is implying that it was
They walked
people.
to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall.
She wouldn't have climbed over the wall.
I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
I bet we'll find the jewellery at the bottom of the well.
Yeah, or the silverware
Or
in
whatever
the
it
shed.
was that was stolen. Let's have a look. Let's have a looky. Let's go inside. Let's have a look.
This hook might be useful.
Such a random thing to
Yar,
be
if
like,
I want to be part of the pirate
This old
show.
suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
Okay,
Oh
This
my
old
god.
suit.
what?
The sailors, the pirates, the
Bags
hook.
of seed.
You think they
Some
left their
empty
hand
bags were
behind?
recently moved.
It's their hand!
Oh no, he's left my pirate hook behind.
Oh,
Small gardening tools. Nothing of great
Why did they
interest.
come in here?
Well, they possibly came in here to get something.
Right. Let's go check out the well.
So there was nothing in that shed.
it just kicked me out, so I guess not, apart from the hook. Here we go.
There's something glittering at the bottom there.
It's a
But
fork.
how can I reach it?
It's the silverware.
It's totally the silverware, isn't it? Okay. Aha! The hook miraculously came in handy. Well, go on then.
Maybe we need.
Can I not?
Maybe we need a bit more stuff.
Maybe I'm missing something. Oh. Aha! Right.
Go and fetch that package up there.
There you go. It's all the bloody stolen silver. It's only the bloody stolen silverware.
Silverware? This is hardly a coincidence.
Very nice.
It's going to be having the family emblem on it.
The Brackenstall coat
Yes.
of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Well,
Yeah, very mysterious. And look, on this bloody machine, it's got Australia. It's a sign
or on the other computer.
on the computer
desktop
screen.
background.
There's a desktop
Windows 7
background
rotating.
of Australia. Jesus Christ,
There's a link we can make.
very spooky. Oh, as in
Make a link, yeah,
Link,
with a B. Silverware found.
we're found in
Oh,
what? 5 is great dead body. So it's one of these, whether he was killed by the poker blow or falling, accidentally striking his head on the fireplace. Okay.
I guess we could find out. What else was there we could make a detection of? Because we just discovered silverware. Criminals identified?
Yeah, nice. Is it that one? No.
What about the other ones? That's the wine.
Wine.
Robbery is the motive, or an imitated robbery. I think we
Maybe
I think it's almost certainly an imitated
You
robbery.
don't steal something and then bloody
It
throw it
can't
down the well.
possibly be.
Doesn't make any sense.
It can't possibly be a real.
Okay.
What's that? In those, go back to the thingy just real quick. Go to that. Yeah, click that. Click on it. Why does it say dialogue? Oh, I guess maybe we talked to someone about it.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we talked to someone about his poor health as well. Just to
Okay.
find out if they knew anything about him. Can we have a look at the bit where they escaped over, see if there's any scratch marks or anything on the back garden wall where they escaped over?
Good idea.
Because maybe they used like a shovel. It's right at the back, actually, over there. They just leapt over the fence, did they? Okay.
Hello, Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British
Toby.
Empire.
I think.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Right.
Right.
Chat to you all.
If only there were a way to go round.
If only. No.
They escaped into London, and there's no possible way we could find them.
So
Is that
what-
everything we've done in the
What was
garden?
that shed? Why did they go into the shed? To get the hook, to lower it down. And then they put the hook back? No, because it said they went over the wall.
I think they just dropped it.
Yeah, they were-
Maybe they got like a little bag to wrap up the.
Talk to me, Teresa.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behaviour.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London.
She do it?
Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before.
Can't food him?
One with his
food him right
title
in
and
the
his money and his false
head.
London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
Right.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Smug face.
Smug face. Hashtag smug face. Okay.
From Australia.
No personal life. Oh, I meant from Australia.
So. She might know a sailor from the journey. I see what you mean.
Okay.
Someone had to tie those knots and cut that knife.
Yeah,
It seemed like
she
a very
hire
ladylike
them?
thing to do. Possibly. She must shoot that. She doesn't know anyone else, right?
Yeah.
Who should she possibly hit up? Someone that she spent a year on the boat with. Maybe she fell in love with him on the boat.
Maybe. It takes 6 weeks to get over. Wait, they were on the boat for a year?
Well, no, it takes more than 6 weeks, isn't it? Like more like maybe it is only 6
It's
weeks.
6 weeks from New Zealand. My mum did it.
Okay.
So I guess it's probably around 5 and a bit weeks from.
Okay, well that's long enough to fall in love with someone.
That's long enough. You only need a day or two.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. I need 5 minutes.
A couple of drinks. Judebox25 says Yorkshire 100
Yay!
multiple times. Happy early birthday, Lydia. May your 30s be as great as your 20s.
Oh, thank you, Jukebox. Thank you so much.
These are the only messages for me in your stream going to be your birthday donation?
Yay!
Save it for when Lydia's streaming tomorrow, guys. Like if you want to.
I'm streaming on my channel tonight.
Yeah.
Come save me over there. What's tomorrow? Oh, my birthday. Right, my actual birthday.
What do you stream on Saturdays or anything? What you going to do tomorrow?
I'm going to London tomorrow to
Okay.
go see my friends, getting all-you-can-eat sushi, and then going out to get pissed.
I always think all-you-can-eat sushi is the dodgiest thing in the world. Do you not
What?
think?
I've never had it before. I'm excited.
Well, like sushi's one of those things that I can understand all-you-can-eat like Chinese and it being like loads of noodles and stuff.
yeah.
But I don't know, like sushi just feels like a thing which you shouldn't be all-you-can-eating. And as a
Well-
result, it's like a bit risky.
What, you think I'm going to get really sick?
I'm just
See
saying.
in my 30s with.
Don't rain on the parade, Lewis. Bloody hell.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Sorry,
Thanks.
chat.
I'm so excited.
Just
Was
saying,
excited.
be careful.
I will be careful. Well, they also do hot food.
I've been
as
to a
well.
couple of really nice all-you-can-eat sushi places.
Yeah. Did
But-
you get
And they were fine.
the shits?
No.
No.
I'm just paranoid about it. I've never been sick from one.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll
But
keep that in
usually
mind.
they actually have like a limit. Like you can't order. So I used to go to this place that did it, but when we were in Reading. But their way it would work is like you're only able to order like 2 or 3 things each, and then you couldn't have anything else until they brought
had
you
to.
that.
Oh, I see. You couldn't just be like. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
and
so
then-
you had to finish that and then order
they'd
more.
order you
But
more.
because of the way it worked, it took so long for them to bring it that it was like 20 minutes for them to bring it.
Yeah.
And then when you went and ordered some more, it would be another 20 minutes. There was quite a big delay, and so
Because
you
you
get
get an hour
you get
and a
very
half.
filled. You get very full
Oh, I
very
see.
quickly. So it wasn't like a buffet. It was kind of all you can eat, but you had to order. And the way they did it was they just brought it to you slowly.
That's
So
how they
you
get
ate the
you.
first
you
stuff
end
and
up,
you were
yeah.
like full.
You're like, I'm done now, and I've
Yeah.
spent 20 quid on.
It's like if I was eating it all in one go, I'd be able to like get it all down
keep
really
going.
quick. But I think the way it sort of works is it's like a trick of your body.
It takes 20 minutes to your brain to realize that you're full. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. It takes like a while. for
That's the
your-
way they say, like, if you're trying to lose weight, you should just replace all of your plates in your house with smaller plates.
Yeah.
So you can't fit as much on. And if you want a second help, you can go back and have it. But
You've gotta
the
wait.
effort of doing that and getting up and going and getting
Yeah.
more and then coming back down makes you less hungry
Yeah.
and takes longer. And also, if you eat things that are not as nutritionally dense, like I don't know, things that are not as easy to get down you eat a lot less of them because you're spending time chewing and
Because it's
crunching
like,
away.
is that why, like, what do they say? Celery.
Like sunflower seeds that you have to shell or whatever.
Oh,
are
right.
quite fiddly.
Yeah.
And that makes them like a good snack because even though like they're not great for you, they're quite salty and like full of fat and all this
Yeah.
stuff. But you eat so few of them because they take ages to fucking.
To deshell, like
Yeah.
pistachio nuts. I always
Yeah.
have to think before I say
Pistachio nuts. Stuff like that is probably
yeah.
good for you.
Okay, well, thanks.
Don't know,
for,
I'm not giving you the advice.
Thanks,
I'm giving-
Lewis.
I'm telling-
Can't wait for my all-you-can-eat sushi. Thanks for just really making that an exciting idea in my
Grits.
head. First time ever. Thanks for
Eating
that.
with chopsticks
Can't
is another
fucking wait.
classic way to do it because I try to eat like with chopsticks so
Yeah.
bad that like I get like fuck all in my mouth. It takes like forever. Yeah. Dim sum greater than sushi. I think you can get all you can eat dim sum.
That would be
Sounds
incredible.
insane.
That would be amazing. All those lovely dumplings.
Anyway, we're getting
Okay.
distracted.
We're getting distracted and making me hungry.
If you do want to send us any messages, chat, and you want to keep the stream going. So last week before the stream,
Yeah.
I was going to say, I didn't say this last week, but I was coming through and Steve had a spreadsheet of like all the streams.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is the list of the best performing streams." It was like right at the bottom.
I may
He
be
was-
privy to that knowledge.
He was like, and I was like, oh, for
Did he
fuck-
say that just before you went
just
into the
before I went
stream?
live? I was like,
Oh.
Steve, wait till like.
Why did he say that right at the
maybe
beginning?
he was like trying to get me to like be up the stream or like tell you guys to donate or stream cancel. No, not stream cancel, but like
Does that
like-
mean you'll cancel us?
I won't. Thing is, like I'm not really when it comes to my streams. It's like it doesn't really matter. Like,
Yay!
but yeah, if you do like this stream, please let us know.
Yeah,
and
'cause
tell your friends.
we're failing apparently. No,
We suck.
we're failing. We suck. And
According
on
to
that happy
Steve's
note,
metrics.
thanks a lot, Steve.
Anyway, thank you.
Ruined my birthday.
Peach also says happy birthday. Oh no,
Happy early birthday, Lewis.
I think he spelled it wrong. Oh, may your late 30s be as great as your early 30s. Thank you. Don't forget to push some people off bridges later. That's how I enjoy my life. P.S. Enjoy your day tomorrow, Lydia.
Thank you, the Peach.
Phil's
Thank you so
birthday,
much.
man. There you go.
Phil's
Thank
birthday,
you.
man.
boys. Thank you. All right. So let's continue.
All right. So the death was due to the great falling. I don't think it was an accident.
I think we should still assume that he's been killed with a poker that
Yeah.
index him until we get the autopsy.
Some kind of proof. Oh yeah, we need to get the autopsy. Right. 3 people or 2 people.
I mean, it feels like 3 people, right?
Okay, we'll say 3.
So far. Oh.
Ooh, but that means that doesn't work.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, well, if we find someone who likes B-swing, do these things link together?
That keeps them blue, but it doesn't link them yet. But the night is young.
Why would that be? I mean, the Randalls there were 3 Randalls.
Please leave
But
my
I think the other ones we've
alone.
put are.
She suffered so.
Well, listen, one more question before we go, Lady Bracknell.
The silverware has been found.
I'll be glad
We
to inform
found
you.
your silverware, Lady
In the
Brackenstall.
well.
It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Well, is that it? Is that what I
Your
get from
ladyship.
that?
Fucking idiot.
What? Why wouldn't I be like, it's in the well? That's a bit weird, isn't it, Lady Bracknell? Like, why is it just
Talk to
like...
Lestrade.
Oh, Lestrade, it's like fishy's going on here, mate.
What do you think, Sherlock?
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
Well, he's a
A
right mug.
charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments, he was apparently capable of anything.
I don't know. I think
Why,
that's his.
Once he splashed fuel on
Oh
Lady
my
Brackenstall's
God.
door and
Oh
set it
my
alight.
God!
Another day, he threw a decanter of wine.
Oh,
at
I'm
Miss
glad
Wright's
he's
head.
dead. What a horrible man.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
Should go
To
pick
the
his
point that we were
corpse.
forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
What a monster. All right, I have the stolen silverware.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
Wizardy
In the
wood,
garden
Mr.
wall.
Holmes.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so
We can do a deduction as well.
what? We can already do another one. Christ. this is gonna go quite quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
So
He was violent.
He was. Well, we know that's true. Aha.
Possibly.
Identified by one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brack. What? He was tall and strong. Oh, I don't think that's. What? The person who was visiting that night was probably a sailor. Look for a sailor.
I think this is correct.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that.
One person.
I don't think.
That she hired.
I think this is possibly what we said. The one the one she loves. Her real
The one
love.
she met while she was coming over from Australia.
Which would make it a special hell if you have to marry someone like this that you don't love, who's violent.
Yeah, who sets your fucking dog on fire.
Exactly.
I'm furious about that. I'm gonna go.
Dog burner.
I can't.
Slash spit.
His corpse, but I would spit on his corpse if I could. All right.
Search for possible sailor suspect.
Okay. Can I go to Nope, I didn't want to.
Search for possible sailor suspects.
But I got nowhere else to.
Can we-
Baker Street on the records and stuff.
Yeah, in the archive on the map. We need to look up the Rock of Gibraltar.
The
We
Rock.
need to look up the
Oh,
Gibraltar
yes,
in
we
the archive. If
do.
there's anything like Rock of Gibraltar swings into London.
With this man.
Captain
named,
John Hollis,
And then yes.
aged 21, is the dashing young
yes,
captain.
great with knots. And
His,
swings a fine rod, hook.
Lost his hand
Lost
in
his hand.
unfortunate fishing accident involving a crocodile that had
That would
swallowed
be
a clock.
perfect.
News. We want news, I think. So it's at the top.
Oh, I see. Right.
And it came in last year. 1893. We want.
93.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. All right.
Arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar. A ship returned. The Rock of Gibraltar, bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, Cunard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage throughout India,
6
New
months.
Zealand, and Australia.
You're right.
Ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family, owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
Right,
And a
so-
right Kent.
I know.
No, I don't mean-
Yay! So she was wealthy in her own right, but so she wouldn't have killed. She wasn't killing from his money or whatever.
Well, but, we can now look up the Fraser family because
Okay.
we now know her maiden name.
Here it is.
Ah,
Yes, you'll see. You can see if any of the other folks are around.
Okay. So
What else do we need?
what we
The
looking?
shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have
dishonest,
another
Watson.
solution. I'll call in the specialist.
The urchins. Where are my urchins?
Where are my
Bring
urchins?
me my boys! That's right. Wiggins. Get all of your little urchin chums together. I'll give you a small piece of chocolate. And while I look at Miss Titty Slappers in the street opposite, you will discover for me who was sailing aboard the Rock of Gibraltar a year and a half ago. That's right. Get back to me. I will give you some trinkets for your trouble.
How do we get them again? I can't remember.
Oh, there's a map there. Can we examine the map on the old wall?
A map of London and the surrounding area.
Um,
It could be useful.
Maybe if we just...
I can't remember. Investigate the search. For
Well, just in that same menu, in that briefcase.
Yeah.
That's the one. Task for Wiggins. So maybe we can just leave the house. Can we go to wherever Wiggins
I
is?
don't think so. It's just.
How do we contact Wiggins? Do we get on the
Where's
phone?
Wiggins?
Tap on the window?
Wiggins! Is it? Because before we had to look at. Oh, we got.
Yeah, you're right.
It
There
was
was
through the
like,
window, wasn't it?
oh, yeah,
Ah,
call
there we go.
Wiggins.
Wiggins!
Bring me my urchin! Come here, you scruffy little urchin! Wiggins!
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Stop fucking around with that piece of shit, Wiggins! You dirty little shit! Get up here now!
Oh, Wiggins.
Your service,
Oh,
Mr.
Wiggins.
Oh,
Holmes.
your service,
I need
Mr.
a
Holmes.
register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
I got it,
You
Mr.
really think
Holmes.
they'll find it, Holmes?
Don't worry, Mr. Holmes. I'll
My
be right
secret
back.
police is better
I've
than
got it
the
right here.
in many ways.
I knew you'd be asking for it, Mr. Holmes. I've been following you this whole fucking time. What a dog burning
Here it is,
cunt
Mr.
that was, Mr. Holmes.
We can't take it back. It's too risky.
We were all thinking it.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
All right, he's done it. He's only got him bloody done it.
That was quick. He was fucking fast, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I've got to ask him. Show it to me.
I left it right
Oh.
on the table for you, sir.
My table, this one,
This table.
which looks nothing like a fucking
This
table.
list shows the senior officers
Right,
of
it's
the
one of
Rock
these bad boys.
Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
I think this makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Right, so,
Okay.
Mr. Charles Chill.
Charles Chill.
So first of all, she wouldn't have fraternized with any of the lower class officers, right?
No,
if
she's
she
an
was a
heiress.
lady, she would only want to hang around with, like, do you know what it was? It was probably like a guy on his gap year.
Gap
He was
year?
like, oh yeah, I've on my gap year to Australia.
I don't think gap yards existed back in
I think they
18
did. I think it was like some
93 or
some
whatever.
sort of fucking Capitano.
So is it one of these linking with one of these? Because there's a junior second officer here.
Yeah. So okay, so the murder date was the 7th of
7th of
November.
November.
So obviously this one hasn't arrived back in time. Do you understand? So this
Right.
is
Arrival
this
in
is-
London is November 12th.
So that couldn't have possibly
So it's
been
not
involved.
this one. It's not Gaia.
This one here.
Again,
left,
is not in time.
Left.
Oh no, left London.
So this is
This is the
anyone
one-
on this ship has already got.
It's
So
going
Charles
towards
Chill's
Australia.
on. Look, so Charles Chill is out.
It's not you, Charles.
Can you cross him out?
Can I cross him out?
This list
No, I can't cross anyone out, annoyingly enough.
Okay.
Departure from London. This is again going to Australia.
But it left.
Oh.
It left in time. Look.
Heck.
But that's fine. Departure from
November-
London.
Ah, yeah, yeah, okay.
So it could be Jack Crocker.
Could be Jack Crocker.
So put him.
I can't, like,
Could you click him?
it's weird. It's
Mr.
not.
Jack
Here we go.
Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Okay.
Could be
What
Jack
about?
Crocker. Oh, sorry. Were you looking at that one?
So Charles, can we click on Charles Chill as well with the correct one and say that he couldn't possibly be? Do you know what I mean? Click on him over on the left.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
And William Partridge is there as well on that same one.
Oh, yeah.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay, what's the next one?
Okay. Jack Crocker. Oh, he's
Mr.
done.
Jack
Sorry, done.
Crocker was in London upon the date of the
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
crime, and he
None
is
of
due
those.
to depart
None of
in
those
2
actually work
days.
either.
Oh, they've
Okay,
got on
that's
there.
fine.
Okay.
Thomas Walker.
Thomas
This
Walker,
officer is still at sea.
still at sea.
Herbert
Therefore,
Whittington.
he cannot
still
be
at
involved.
sea.
This officer is still at sea. Therefore, he cannot be involved.
Okay, so
And then we need Ernest J. There, these are these two, yeah.
Ernest.
This officer is still at sea.
Okay,
Probably
and then
Jack
Henry
Crocker.
Therefore, he
Southwood as well.
cannot
He's
be
above him.
involved.
Oh, yeah.
This
It's Jack
officer is
Crocker.
still at sea. Therefore, he cannot
Jackie
be
C.
involved.
So Jack Crocker, I think, is
Captain
captaining.
Jack
Yeah,
Crocker
captain.
is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around.
And he's
at
already
the
on
time
the
of
Captain
murder.
Jack,
Jack.
pirate,
Captain Jack found
Kung
a
Fu.
hook.
It's all adding up.
It's all coming together. Captain Kung Fu Jack Sparrow.
The case of the Kung Fu Pirates. That's what they should have called this one.
And he's on a boat back. We can't even arrest
No, he's
him.
not. 2 days. It leaves
Oh,
in
it
2 days.
leaves in 2 days.
This
Ooh.
Crocker, do you think...
It
a
would
crock
be
of shit.
interesting
He-
to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
All right. All right. Fuck. All right. All right,
All
Mr.
right.
Holmes. I've already rounded him up for you, Mr. Holmes. I've got him tied up in the basement for you. Thank you, Wiggins. I guess. It's very forward.
I didn't ask us and ask you.
Well,
to
I know.
Could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
Don't worry, Watson. That's why I've got you here with your gun. That's why I
Shoot him
bring
in
you
the
along,
head.
Watson. You
I will
twat.
shoot him in the head.
If you're not here to deal with dangerous men, what
Mr.
are you?
Holmes?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was
it's Tom.
informed that you were
Oh,
looking
look at
for
him.
me, and I'd like
It
to
is
know
Tom.
why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
God, angry man.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see.
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, You were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Time to look you up and down, boy. Look at that pretty mouth.
He really is a captain, isn't he?
He has an honest look in his eyes.
Strong beard.
Clear look.
Strong build. Sexy body.
Very hot bod.
Lovely hands.
Lovely hands
Pockets.
to hold me with. Lovely. Newspaper ink. Like
been
to
reading
read the
the
paper. Just
paper.
been reading the paper.
Got some dirt on his hands. Dirt on his trousers.
Oh, yeah, a bit filthy. Clean boots, though. He's washed them because he walked through the garden with them.
Oh, and climbed over, you think? Belt buckle.
And it's a sea
Oh, a
knife.
sea
For
knife.
cutting rope with.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yeah, do. Do.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Most
Holmes,
suspicious.
what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
Oh, yes.
Of course,
No,
Watson.
there is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Oh, this was a much shorter case, wasn't it?
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
I didn't do that. Crocker is lying, his involvement is clear.
He appeared as soon as I heard that he was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt.
Crocker was aboard the Sharp and the night murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. I think he did it. What? But that means... Aha. I mean, is there... I mean, there will be another... But we think this is it, right? Are we going for it?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think.
We should easily... I mean...
I think he was a murderer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
it was all
although
pre-planned.
he was a dog burning scumbag.
He was a scumbag, but it was premeditated murder. But he did burn a dog.
Did burn a dog.
He did burn a dog.
However,
I'm kind of happy that guy's dead, if I'm honest. But we, you know, the law is the law. You can't just go around killing people. This isn't, you know, vigilante justice. And then, because he tied her up, it was all pre-planned, and then hid the jewel. You know, that all hid the silver and all that shit.
this Sherlock Holmes doesn't care for none of that.
Murder is murder.
Yeah.
I really feel bad about this, though. He did burn a dog. Oh.
Just because he burned a dog doesn't mean that they can kill him.
Well, it kind of does. As far as I'm concerned, you burn a dog, you get a hammering.
Well, he got what come to him in the end. Unfortunately, these guys are clear too.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Good old.
I mean, it's the only possibility. And he didn't even, like, blink when we said that he loved her.
Yeah, it wasn't like, what the are you talking
He
about?
was very...
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was
Oh,
cut.
yeah, he's tall
The
as well.
knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
Ah,
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her. for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me.
Watson, you might want to prepare your pistol.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you.
In between
She
the
said
eyes.
nothing.
Mary.
So
But
it
that
wasn't
makes her an
premeditated.
accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes,
You would not have managed to protect her.
till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear, and it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Shit! Correct this time.
Left click. W.
W!
Oh my god,
Oh,
left click.
fuck! W!
That was so shit. Kung Fu!
Should've let
That
me
was
do
it!
Kung Fu, motherfucker!
How can I live if Mary suffers?
Could you imagine if
I
he
am
pulled out a
sorry,
fucking
Captain
hook?
Tucker, but there has been quite enough
gone
death
for you.
in this case.
Oh, Christ.
Inspector,
least
I
didn't
give
blow his head
you
off this
Sir
time.
Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own
He
justice.
tried to kill himself and leave
Well,
the evidence.
I'm not surprised. Yes, it was me. I confess.
Oh.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
It did. That was actually really easy. Oh, wait. Let's find out we were right. Well, we were.
Bam!
Bam! Wham! Thank you, ma'am.
So Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used his sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady, and then hide the seafoil in the silver well. He committed a violent crime for which he deserves a condign punishment.
Nice.
I've never heard the word condign before.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but there we go. That was. I think we could have a quick 5-minute break,
Yeah.
Lydia.
Let's have a pee
and
break.
we'll be back with the next murder
Case. And you'll be fronting this.
after the break.
Yeah.
And I'll do that one.
All
yeah.
right, guys. See you in a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, if someone's in the studio, we can actually cut. Otherwise,
yeah. Is
we're just
anyone
going to
there?
really walk out.
Awkwardly.
Bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon, Watson.
Good afternoon, Holmes.
Welcome back, everyone,
Well-
to the Sherlock Holmes' mystery streams. Who knows who's the killer?
It's the karate pirate.
The Kung Fu Pirate.
I meant the Kung Fu pirate.
Karate Pirate.
The Australian Kung Fu pirate.
Yeah,
That was great. That was smooth.
that was a good one.
Fluid.
The Abbey Grange affair.
I would say it was quite easy in the sense there wasn't even another option that I would have considered. It was so obviously that.
It was straightforward, but I liked the sort of the way we came about it because we sort of were deducing it as we went.
Powerful.
There was
thought
like as we were
process.
seeing things, we were like, that doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense.
We are with the minds of this generation, some might say.
So, next up,
The Kew. I used to work at Kew Gardens
no
for like
way.
5 years.
No way.
Yes way.
Kew Gardens is a nice place.
It's a lovely place. I'm going to recognize all the flowers and shit
I hope so. I hope it
Yeah.
hasn't changed much since
since 1840 or whatever.
1893.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these
this the case of
wretched
the bees?
bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers.
Bees, Watson.
Anyway, Watson,
Bees.
I am sorry, but I must
Watson,
leave you.
bees.
I'm in rather a
Bees?
hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes,
Bees,
but nothing
bees,
as
bees.
thrilling as this experiment.
Bees,
theft
bees.
of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens
Watson.
in Kew.
Bees.
I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine.
Why
You
did
can
we
join me
put
if you
bees
like.
in the second case? There
Well,
weren't even any bees
I'll
in the
admit
second. This is
that
the
I'd
actual
far
case
rather
which has
accompany
bees in
you
it.
than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping
Second case was
hand
the
with the
missing
flowers
train,
you're
wasn't it?
intending
Ghost
to
train.
bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Ooh. Have you been to Kew Gardens?
I have.
Oh wait, did we talk about this on stream before?
No.
Who did I talk about this with? I'm sure I've had this conversation recently.
Tyrion lives right next door.
Does
lives in
he?
Twickenham.
Really? Oh yeah, sure, that is around the corner.
So right next door. Pretty close.
I mean, that's close enough. That's
And
not-
yeah, he loves going there. It's a surprisingly large set of gardens in a big major fucking city.
It's huge, massive. Have you? Wait, so have you been or you haven't?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
times.
You took your parents.
My parents took me, I think.
This is a conversation we've definitely had. I'm having deja vu. Did this conversation happen before?
This
Or-
probably has happened before this.
I-
What's a Lewis stream without a good old doxing?
Doxing a poor Pyrian.
Well, Pyrian, well, it's,
I mean, Twickenham's quite a large
I
place.
think we
It might
could,
be hard
yeah,
to
like
track him down.
100,000 people there. He lives
Well,
on
Holmes, here
George
we are
Street.
at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Also bees.
Also, I'm here for the bees, if I'm honest, watching. All right, no, this is you now. This is you. I
Oh,
didn't
of
this.
course.
You're
it
in
is.
charge.
I'm in charge
Yeah.
now. You could have a relax.
You talked
Listen
about
up.
it with Booth.
Don't touch
I'm getting
anything
you
else, is that
Booth.
clear?
Ah.
Just go
Whatever,
and get
you're
a
all the
bucket of
same.
fertilizer. And without turning it over this time.
Listen, if you fuck up
Good
those
day
plants
to you,
again, I'll
gentlemen.
fucking slap
How
you.
may I
twat.
help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on
Nice
Sunday.
glasses.
I am
Lovely.
afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
And love her.
We are investigating the theft
this
of
is my lover.
plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Is that next to
Yes, the one just
ice
behind
cream
me.
stall?
Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do.
And
Albert, show these gentlemen where the
popcorn
exhibition is
stand.
held.
How many people work here?
It's the temperate
Only
house.
myself, but occasionally two
Trying to remember what
students,
everything's
Albert, whom
called.
you have met, and Miss White.
only 3 people work here.
That's bullshit. That
It's like
place is
hundreds.
massive. They'd have hundreds of
Here it is.
gardeners.
This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare,
I
but
remember, Albert.
it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
Lovers.
He was my father.
And brother
Oh, dear.
and lover from
Our
another mother.
condolences. We should
What?
not be troubling you. Please
He
do
was his
excuse
father.
us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the Colonial Collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible.
I
Excuse me,
suspect
gentlemen.
foul
I
play.
cannot remain here.
Oh, I don't know. He seems.
If you need me, I'll be in the reserve.
bet you
But
he
what's
was-
with the
That's
thing
room
on his
next to the
chin?
front of the large greenhouse.
Of course,
That's
we
suspicious.
understand.
Bet you he was poisoned with a rare plant.
Probably that's going to be the storyline of this, right? He had a heart attack because he was poisoned with, like, poisonous plant juice. That's definitely going to be
Or-
what this case is about.
A Venus flytrap. Got it around the neck.
That could happen, right?
It's the land of the.
Trying to think what else they'd
from
have.
the east.
They've
the
got
land.
giant lily
The
pads.
plants were here. All of them were
Except they're all
stolen.
Japanese plants. Look, or Asian plants.
That balloon.
The land of the rising sun is Japan, isn't it? So get out the fucking way. Jesus Christ, boss.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Dionera carnivorous. I think that is like. That is the
That's that
fucking Venus flytrap, right?
Carnivorous, right? It eats.
It eats shit.
It eats shit.
Carlina inebriare.
The old
Drunk Carlina.
drug Carlina.
We know her.
Yeah,
That's your nickname, isn't it?
it is off on the street.
Florum diabolica. That's you as well. The diabolical flower.
That's me as well. I go by
Chromalina
many names.
odorata. Stinky
That's you.
colours. That's
Stinky
me.
Lewis.
Prunus scrotos.
Scrotum.
Something. That's what,
Prune.
that's what we also could do. Heliamphories, like sky smell. Biblis.
Biblis.
Darlingtonia. Genelesia. Violata. Oh my god. And Cracua cephalotes. They all sound
Plant
amazing.
Crack. The plant. Crack plant.
The crack
The
plant.
crack plant.
Scrotum plant.
Scrotum plant. Smelly plant.
They're fucking delicious.
Man, delicious smelly plant. Isn't there that plant which like
According
only
to
blossoms
Albert,
every, like,
this is
20
where
years
his
and
father, Montague
stinks?
Dunn,
Isn't
was
that a thing?
found dead.
The one that smells like a corpse.
Yeah, there's one like opens really rarely, but it's violently disgusting. I don't think there's one of those at Keelan.
Right, what are we looking at here? What happened to this door?
The door was smashed at shoulder height.
Ah, the old one too.
This door handle is new. It was recently changed.
They're covering something up here.
What is this then?
The esconson was breached near the
So
handle.
it's the break-in.
So
The
it's
door was
it's just a
forced from the
forced lock,
inside
yeah.
of the colonial collection room. The handle was changed afterwards.
Inside.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
Well, duh. For fuck's sake, Watson, what are you even doing here?
The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet.
I think we
The
should focus on
footprints
the
reveal
stolen
that
plants
someone
first,
staggered here.
Yes.
rather
Oh,
than the body.
than the heart attack man, you mean?
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Here.
Huh.
Fell down
Huh. So it's a guy with a limp. Is it a
Soil.
limpy guy?
It should have come from a flower pot.
Flower pot.
The soil on the side of this flower.
Right, so someone knocked one of these plants off. Oh, it was probably this plant.
This pot was
broken
broken fairly
flower pot.
recently.
So this plant fell off,
A
or was
flower
knocked
pot
off.
recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced.
Right, so
That's not particularly fascinating news, is it? Is that not?
well, how did that happen?
Well, we got knocked over. Isn't that a pretty mundane thing?
Well, it's pretty unusual to knock one off the side of this, though. Maybe they were carrying stuff through, and they carried them in this way. See what I mean?
What's that? Look at that.
Blood.
Blood! It's blood!
Blood.
Blood!
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped
Oh,
upon
look,
it.
the big water lilies.
Someone
That's
fell
why this is-
violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound.
We need to look out
All
for
the
an
clues
injured
around
mum.
here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Time to go into my brain box. Have a good think. Oh, what the? What? Oh, now we can just see the fucking past. Why couldn't we do that before?
So he shoved his way through.
Looking over the pot?
No. It's
What?
because that's not right. So it's got to be breaking the door, knocking over the pot, falling on the fence. Yes?
Yes. But why have we only suddenly now gained the power of bloody
So he shoved his way through the door, staggered,
past watching?
fell over a little bit because he was pissed, drunk on the vinigliata, bonked himself on the
Bonked
thing,
the
and
noggin.
knocked himself out.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection
If he
room.
died of a heart attack,
He
why
was
did
in
he
a
have
panic,
a bloody head? Or maybe
or
he
the
banged it
door
on the
was
way
locked.
down.
Was it an accident or a murder then, I wonder?
Let's hope it's a murder.
I
we
think
love
we
'em.
need to inspect the Colonial Collection.
How interesting. The Colonial Collection.
Colonial.
Is this it here?
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, these are all fucking cool
Ooh,
plants.
lovely. Bit of
Look at this one, a
cacti.
pitcher plant.
Very nice.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Big old
All of the shit that we own.
fat fucking plant there. Lovely.
Singapore,
Singapore.
Bengal. We went to the Royal Gardens in Singapore, me and
Yeah.
Dunk and Shin, when we went over.
Nice.
It was fucking cool.
Any murders?
Very few
Very
murders.
few. That's just
Only a
funny.
couple we had to investigate. Watson.
There was so much.
Fucking Australia. Look, there's not a big fucking scorpion or a spider or a snake jumping out of these.
That's
fuckers.
true.
Oh, look, everyone
Very
wants to kill
dangerous.
us.
Very dangerous country. Very frightening.
These
There's-
plants
when I
come
worked there,
from
there was so
all
much
the
controversy
territories
that
of the
happened
British
with
Empire.
plants.
Very strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent.
Oh, I see. This should have all been filled up.
Oh,
What's this?
uh,
I'm sorry, I have to look at it.
something lying on the
These
floor.
windows were perfect.
Stone chip.
Oh, it's a bit of a
Oh.
vase.
Broken
Ooh.
fragment was the
Right, looks
a
like
fragment of marble.
Right, sorry, sort of skipping. I sort of understand.
Yeah.
Window
They've
pane.
been-
These windows were perfectly cleaned.
Perfectly cleaned. What, you don't think they should have been cleaned?
So they've been cleaned because there was.
The smell is strong.
Oh
It
my
is
god,
blood
the whole
everywhere,
place
a
has been
maybe?
cleaned
detergent.
out.
Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Thoroughly. Oh, get the bee on the go. Let's get
Bees?
Bees! I guess that's all we can do. Give it a clicking.
Yeah, so okay. We need to do an autopsy on that man.
Cleaned and empty.
Let's hope he's not been buried yet or burned yet. Now listen up. So yeah, there's no way out of this room, is there?
He was stuck in
He was
here.
stuck in here and he had to
He
force his
forced
way
his
out.
way out and
According to
smashed his
this,
head on the floor.
they have light and moisture control.
Oh my
in
god!
some parts of the
Someone
building.
locked him in here and they not only that, but they were pumping in too much heat or something.
Yeah, they were
And
like
he was getting all sweaty
suffocated him.
and he like had a
Like
heart
having
attack.
a heart attack, sweating away.
This
Sweaty-
thing here, look,
sweaty-
it came in on the
This is one of the
ventilation.
outlets of the ventilation
That's
system.
a horrible death. Oh, it's horrible.
Can we go up there?
This is a bloody Metal Gear Solid. No, can't go up there.
Fuck me. Have we got everything? I think so. Let's piss off.
Piss off.
I think we know what happened
Go
here.
look at the body.
Watson.
Let's go.
Let's
look
go
at the
to
body.
Scotland Yard.
I agree,
Look at
Watson.
this hot bod.
I concur. Off to the yard. Inspector Lestrade, I'm here to get a body
Look
from
at
you.
the hot bod.
I need you to transfer the body of Montague Dunn to Scotland Yard forthwith and have my friend, the medical examiner, put a few fingers down his mouth and up his bum and find out what killed him.
But why up his bum, Holmes?
Well, that's what you do if you're a medical
I
examiner, I
asked
believe.
Inspector Lestrade
How else
to
would
take
you tell
Montague
whether they're
Dunn's
alive or
body to
dead?
Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
It is Victorian times after all, Lydia. Things are done a certain way.
That's true.
This man
That'll
looks
wake
like
him right up.
a butcher.
Nosemar donated 300 Twitch bits. Thank you, Nosemar. They said, cheer 100. I like this stream. Love you, Lulu. Cheer 100. Cheer 100. Thank you. Rambo Jambo 21 donated $3. Thank you, Rambo Jambo. He said, love this stream and both of you. Hope it doesn't get cancelled. And happy birthday for tomorrow, Lydia. Thank you, Rambo Jambo. Do you want to look at
Oh, everyone's been donating after I
Aw.
complained about no donating.
how badly we were doing?
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Napolid says this and the colony streams are the best.
Ah.
Thank you, Lydia, for putting up with Lewis for us. Yeah, I'm
welcome,
sorry,
guys. I took
Lydia,
it-
if I'm a
took
bit.
one for the team.
Yeah, someone has to do it. Hugh, what, mate? Hugh, what, mate?
Oh, what? You what, mate?
Hugh, what, mate?
I like that.
Says, hi, guys, loving the stream. Love a bit of murdering. P.S. Happy birthday, Lydia.
Thank you, Hugh. What, mate?
There we go. Hugh, what, mate? And then Vidask says, Lady Brackenstall was married to a dog-burning shit, but the kung fu captain saw her getting hit. There was a poker at hand, so he took it from the stand and smashed her husband right in the thinking bit.
Lovely. Very poetic.
A
Thank
lovely
you.
little poem.
That was gorgeous.
Thank you,
so
Vidask.
much.
What a lovely poem.
That's lovely. I want that inscribed on my tombstone.
So the director of Kew Gardens was killed. Let's have a look. Montague Dunn.
There he is.
Oh, he's a member of a
A
citizen.
membership card for the London Crest Club.
Oh, it's like one of those fucking gentlemen's
Gentlemen's.
clubs.
A
What do they
beautiful
do there?
feather
Smoke,
pen
drink,
of a
and
good make.
talk about titties? I don't. What happens?
They
at a
don't talk
gentleman's
about
club?
titties.
No,
No.
I
Men don't talk
know.
about
I'm not a gentleman.
women at all.
I don't know.
They don't ever talk about relationships and stuff.
What do they talk about?
They talk about
Video
business.
games.
They talk about nothing. It's all just drinking.
So you just get
And
fit
This
smoking.
watch is of
and
great
play
value.
poker.
Oh, if only. If only.
The lobster. Lydia, bring Hastings with you next week and let's see Lulu sneeze 3 hours. Oh, is that all right if I bring my cat in next week? You're not here next week.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I can
I
bring
won't
my
be
cat in next
sneezing.
week.
I'll just be like wheezing.
Just slowly. But look how cute the stream will be. Nations will flood in.
Let's Mr. Wayne. Mr. F. Wayne, director of Wayne and Sons Printing Company. Dear my friend, your posters...
Why did his voice change?
That's what Montague done, you see.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
My friend, your posters for the great exhibition at Kew Gardens are very beautiful, but it is surely unnecessary to mention all of the stuff.
Ooh.
My name alone will be sufficient.
Well, he's a
You done.
Billy Big Balls, isn't he?
He is a little bit of a bit
Bit of a
ball bag.
Ball bag. Billy Bug Ball bag.
Billy Big Ball Bags. Medical examiner? Oh, it's in the basement, isn't it? Have you gotten his body out of cold storage yet? Hopefully it's not all covered in bees.
Like, why? They've just kept him there. It's very strange, isn't it? Pachow! Let's see that
First
hot
of all,
board.
let us
Oh!
carry out an external
damn, boy.
examination.
Okay, look away if you don't want to see any autopsy
There are
stuff.
no suspicious
see
marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Oh my god, we're actually going to fucking
Whip
do
it
a
off.
full autopsy. Hello?
Is
Blah,
this-
blah, blah, blah.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
So we're just smelling, just going.
Oh my gosh, okay. So he possibly smelled a flower and died.
Well, he was breathing in all
The
that
vessels
shit, wasn't he?
and
He's
the
trapped in
pupil of
that
the
room.
eye
Maybe-
appear quite normal.
Maybe he was like, let's just put it out there.
Okay.
Here's an idea.
All right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He was like a flower perv. Okay, he loved flowers and the smell of them, and it like
Got him
made
off.
him more sexy. So he
Really
locked
sexy.
himself in there,
Right.
and he was
Violently
sniffing all
smelling.
these flowers like
Okay.
cocaine and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like drug flowers,
Doing
whatever.
lines of it.
Like he was like sniffing all the flowers,
Yeah,
really,
okay.
because it makes you feel good, right? Sniffing a
Yeah.
flower.
Yeah, really
There is an
going for
injury
it,
to
and
the
then-
skull.
And
most
then
probably caused by
he
the
got
fall
dizzy.
in the
Right.
water lily
Oh
eye.
no!
I'm
I've had
too
too much
high.
flowers,
Too much.
and I've lost the key.
Oh shit.
It's fallen
Was he
into a
so
plant pot
high off
or down a drain hole.
Petals.
And then he shoulders his way out,
Yeah.
falls over and dies. Just accident.
Okay.
Just it's
Right.
like it's like one of those autoerotic asphyxiation
Nothing
deaths.
suspicious
Why don't we
here.
put
Victorian times.
in pile B, it's to save for later. As the
Flowers.
No
perv.
redness, stings, or
flower
bruises.
perv.
Now,
This horrible
let
man
us examine the
jacking
internal
it to
organs.
flowers and then hitting his head.
So
It's the only thing that makes sense.
So there's no chafing or anything anywhere, though. That's what.
Oh my God!
Cut him
Yes, yes. What is that? A lemon? Melon?
He has a banana inside him.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological
No wonder
signs.
this man is dead.
The stomach looks fairly
There
normal.
is a
This seems
small
crazy
amount
that they
of
just
content.
let
It
Holmes
appears
walk
that he
in and
breakfasted
just be
late,
like, oh,
only a short while before his death.
like what the fuck?
His tummy, he had a small breakfast in his tum-tum.
breakfast. Liver.
Liver?
The liver is enlarged.
Oh, we
It
liked
would
a bit
seem
of
that he was
booze.
suffering from an
That's what happens if you like
alcohol
drink a lot of drink.
You drank a lot of drink, you
If
get
you,
a big
if, you,
liver.
if you drank your drink, you
drink
get a
your
big
drink,
old fucking liver,
get
The
liver
liver
boy.
tissue is
round
brown.
liver.
There are no visible pathological signs.
I guess the thing is, if he was poisoned, it's possible there could be some sort of blackening of the liver, because the liver is a thing that processes all toxins in your body. And it's possible that if you were poisoned, or at least poisoned over a longer period of time, there would be signs that the liver would be damaged somehow. Or if he
I thought he was huffing flowers, Lewis.
well, this is the thing. Like, I'm thinking now, maybe like, yeah, I'm thinking he wasn't like given any. Because originally we were thinking that maybe he was poisoned by some exotic flower or
Right.
something.
Well, I think it was through the vents.
But we think it was the vent.
Yeah,
I
the
think
vents.
this is why we'll find
We'll
the
find it in
lungs
the
will
lungs.
be.
The lungs are congested and edematous.
Yes, you see, they're congested and edematous. Oh look!
No, my God.
Oh, that looks
The
like
tissue
cancer.
on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged.
Here we go.
Most probably
toxins.
caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
God, well, that's definitely how he
Pop
died.
that back in, nice and easy.
The heart's blood vessels show no
See, he doesn't have
pathological
congestive
signs.
heart.
He died of a heart attack, but his heart's looking.
This
The
doesn't
heart
look.
tissue.
I mean, if he died of a
Very
heart
nice.
attack, there would be blackening.
Yeah, it would be all like fatty.
The
and
suspicions
gross,
have
wouldn't
been
it?
substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning.
How
Plant
ironic.
poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
Ba-ba-bum.
form Lestrade?
Yes. Just standing there
Yes,
holding all
but
his
do
organs in
remember,
his hand.
Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
Yes, Watson.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
A few
No.
innocuous questions at Kew will suffice.
No, not at all.
As well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs.
Ooh,
Yes,
I see.
Watson. It is time now to open the doors.
So okay, here's
Even
the thing.
those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
So of course,
enough of this.
first of all, we haven't. They think we're investigating a murder.
Yes.
So we haven't really asked about this guy. We haven't asked any of them about this guy.
Well, they don't
And
think
maybe
it's a murder. They think he died of natural
exactly,
causes.
unless one of them, unless they're confident that they think we think that he
Yeah.
died of natural causes. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
because when we got there, no one mentioned it apart from the son.
Well, the son, my dad.
Now I don't think the son therefore would kill his father,
No.
or at least be distraught about killing his father and draw our attention to it.
Yeah, if he'd done it, he'd be like, he wouldn't be mentioning it, would he?
Possibly, but yeah, at least he wouldn't be as if he'd done it, he wouldn't be so visually upset about it either. Do you know what I mean? Or at
He's
least
a very good actor.
unless like he's somehow
What should we
convinced that we are here on false pretenses to investigate the murder, whereas we were just here to investigate
With
some
the
flowers.
stolen flowers.
But they don't know we're Sherlock Holmes, Master Detective, either.
Do they not? Is that not how we introduce ourselves to everyone?
Oh, maybe we do.
I can't
Sherlock Holmes, Master Detective.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes would never skimp on the chance to brag about who he is.
So let's look up. I want to go and look up those weird fucking plants for a start. See if any of those from the
We'll find the one
Asia,
that
from the
killed
Rail of the Rising Sun, were the ones that could possibly killed him. Maybe there's some that exhibit some sort of poisonous toxin or gas.
Yeah.
I don't know of many plants that do that, but maybe some rare plant from the Far East does that.
Yeah, because there'll be those that kill you when ingested, but what about ones that kill you when... As in, like... There's loads of poisonous plants.
So some of them like get you around the neck, or like go down your?
Well, I mean, I guess. Good description. really illustrated.
Like
the
go
point.
down your throat and like
But I
stab
guess if
you
they
in the lung.
ground it up to like dust, and then, like, and then you breathed it in. I do.
Let's see about botany, poisons and toxins.
Just get any of them, I guess. No.
It's weird because I would have thought it would be under here.
Got to be. Well, you didn't click all of them.
That is...
Oh, what? It's none of those.
Oh, it's none of these. These are all very conventional poisons.
Oh,
Maybe
I
this is
see.
something unconventional. Yeah, we need encyclopedias. Let's go to botany. See if we can find anything in the old.
Aha, here we go. Exotic plants.
Exotic
Poisonous.
poisonous plants. These plants have a certain toxicity in common, more or less variable. Oh, look.
Ah.
This one is in the list. This one's in the list.
Diarrhea,
Oh my god, they're all
They're
of these top
all
three.
toxic.
And this one.
No, they're all of them. It's
And
all of them.
Every single one.
Oh, wait, maybe not Prunus serratina? Oh,
Only
no, it's
the
on
first
there.
three can be particularly dangerous to humans, particularly Florum diabolica, but only under very specific conditions.
Okay, so
When it
it's-
gets hot.
When it gets hot,
When it gets steamy.
that's when it gets steamy. It gets steamy, evil.
Oh, only
I'm
under
trying to
very
make a rhyming
specific
thing. I couldn't do it.
conditions when the plant should react to a process of aggression. So if you attack them, or if you
You
shout at them,
attack the
you
plant?
fucking stupid plant, and then it splashes you.
Ooh.
Here it is.
So, what? You shout at the plant, it kills you.
Okay, so we know that the deadly plants were the ones that poison.
Evil steam.
Okay. All right, let's return to the scene of the crime, shall we, Watson? Actually, can we do any science here yet? No.
No science yet.
Let's return
Back
to
to old
the...
Kew Gardens. Bloody expensive to get in there.
Do I have to pay the thing again?
I
Do
imagine
we not have
so.
a day ticket?
We've left and come back. I've lost my ticket.
Do we not get a stamp on the way out?
No, this isn't a bloody theme park, right? What do you get? No, you don't get a bloody stamp.
Do you not?
No.
Do we not have a...
This isn't a club. This isn't the club.
In the club?
The club.
Can we go
leave.
to his club?
The club? We should go to the club? I can't remember the last time I went to the club.
Is this on Wii U? Asks. Have you ever noticed how all the best yogs have names beginning with L?
Is this on Wii U?
It's a conspiracy.
It is. Lydia Lewis, and who can forget sweet old Nobby. Oh,
Limmy.
Oh, Libby.
Limmy.
Limmy. Oh, Limmy. Good old Limmy.
Mr.
Listen,
Hamish,
goggle face.
can you explain to us what happened
What
to
the
the
fuck
colonial
is going
collection?
on with the
going
colonial
on
selection
here?
group?
But, most likely maintenance work.
Doubt.
Tidying up.
You're not sure, then, that you're the deputy director?
Well, I am busy.
How come
cannot
he
be
didn't
everywhere
mention
There's only
it?
3 fucking people who work here.
Well, that's why he's busy.
Albert
He's got
told
this
us
whole
about the
fucking
tragic death
massive
of Mr.
garden to
Dunn,
himself.
the late director of Kew Gardens.
He's got bloody fan
Tragic
down me.
indeed.
Jesus.
His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Well.
Oh, Leo! That's another L.
shit, yeah.
Whoops. I genuinely couldn't
As
think of an L.
deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
Lime.
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better.
I
You see,
hated
every
it. He
Tuesday
burned a
would carry
fucking
out an
dog.
inspection of the
Oh,
gardens.
God,
It was solely
no.
to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was
You
no
didn't like
wonder
him.
perhaps that he ended up like that. If you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
I mean, the obvious person is him. He killed him.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led
This guy
a
is the most
particular
suspicious.
I
lifestyle.
mean, we've only got two
Well, it's
possible
no
people.
secret that he enjoyed celebrating, shall we say?
Celebrating.
He was a member of the London Smart
Sniffing
Set. He was
Flower
famous for
sleeves
it.
off his nut.
That and
And
Licking
he had an eye for the
flowers.
ladies, to put it
He had an
mildly.
eye for the ladies.
He loved a lady.
Love the ladies.
tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Okay, let's look at him up and down.
This is just
I want to look you up
very
and
suspicious.
down till you
Goggles.
say, stop looking at me.
Inexpensive. Right.
Okay.
He's obviously
Right, so he's not got much money.
Hello, he looks like he's got a very dirty collar.
Very green collar.
Why is that
Rubbing
so bad?
green across his body.
Oh, it's dirty
Covered in it. Oh,
clothes.
you dirty man.
Clean hands, though.
Unmarried. No one could love a man
very
with those glasses.
suspicious.
Oh, yeah, touch as well. Yeah. Gardener's hands.
Oh, I don't
Thank you,
know.
Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Thing is, he's very much
Suspicious.
a worker, you know?
Yeah,
And
but
if
that
he's
means
this-
I think he loves the gardens, whereas it doesn't seem like the other guy did.
I feel like he also maybe like is involved in the moving of all those plants because that would be a lot of work and someone had to do it.
And he's got green all over him, all greens down his shirt.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes. Well, can you tell us what's going on with your chin?
What's wrong with his chin? It's a very
Got that
handsome
plaster
chin.
on it.
Oh, right, that.
Done.
Yes, that's true. That is suspicious.
Tell us about your daddy.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens. And I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Yes, good for you.
Let's look him up
Let's look
and
at your
down.
chin. Sorry, I just wanted to see the
So
chin
he
plaster.
says stop.
Can you just...
Red eyes, wept recently, consumed by grief. Okay, well,
Or he's sniffing some
Sniff-
fucking
he's
flowers.
sniffing flowers. He's got his daddy's
You
habit.
disgust me. Shaving cut. Young.
Okay, just a shaving cut. Clean hands.
Doesn't-
He's not getting
Not a
dirty.
green fingers boy, is he? He doesn't
He's
like
not.
getting dirty. He's clean. Do you do anything?
Do you actually
do
do
you work
anything
here?
here?
Or do you just
Yes,
sniff
but
flowers?
part-time only. For I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
Right.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Right.
He's a bit wimpy, doesn't he?
Did you empty the colonial collection?
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah. At the moment, I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about
So there's
the other
two
rooms.
sets of missing flowers. Where the fuck have they all gone?
I thought it was just one set.
No, because the display with all the Asian
Oh,
flowers
and then the
stolen,
ones was, and then
the
they've
colonial
been
collection was
moved.
removed. There's hardly any fucking
There
flowers
is, there's
here.
nothing here. They're
You call
charging
these gardens?
£18 to come in and look
Who is
around.
Miss
There's nothing in
Margaret?
here.
Just a few fucking cactuses from Australia
Who studies with
and
me.
a picture plant.
Visits
And a
here
weirdo
sometimes to help out
sniffing
with the
plants in the
greenhouses.
corner.
In fact, she should be here
This place
today.
is a horrible tourist
She wanted to
attraction.
work at the seed house.
Oh, who?
That's
Miss
the small
White
greenhouse
is the
across
other
from the
person
large
who
glass
owns
house.
it. So of the people who work here, it's this guy who's part-time, a girl who's only just joined, and the Hamish.
Well, no wonder the
Would
guy's
you
covered
please
in
tell us
green.
about Martin Hamish,
Well, he's dead.
the deputy
No, wait.
director.
No, him,
Well, I have
Hamish,
to tell
yeah.
you that Mr. Hamish
He's
is
doing
not
literally
and has
everything.
never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens.
What?
My father would not have tolerated it.
Oh, now he's got a
Indeed. Well, that is most interesting. He
promotion,
told
now
us
he's
that
dead.
he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee.
He loves those gardens.
In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
He hated him.
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father
Kind
treated
of
Mr.
was.
Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
But maybe...
Thank you, young man. We shall see you
young
again
man.
soon.
Thank you, young. Oh, bending over there, young man.
Oh, God.
What?
No.
What? Don't worry about that. Wasn't Haskell does. Let's clean out the
A
fucking...
task list for Albert, compiled by Martin Hamish. Sweep out the palm house, scrub the toilets.
Okay, so he got
clean
all the-
storage shed tools.
Crappy jobs.
You're only allowed to read the paper during your lunch break.
Right.
I think honestly Martin Hamish is probably actually doing decent work. This guy doesn't seem like his heart's in it.
No, this guy
doesn't
doesn't
give a
care.
shit about it.
Doesn't give a shit about Kiko. He's just been inherited it from Daddy Dearest.
Excuse me, but I have to...
Daddy was a dickhead.
Farmhouse.
But Hamish actually really loves Kew Gardens and is really passionate about it. So he probably killed off the dad so he could, you know.
Got all these palms.
Oh, it's this place. Lovely.
The palm house. Do you recognise any of this stuff?
Well, they've got these big greenhouses. I mean, this is really small, but they've got these huge greenhouses. Oh, you see that music kicking in?
Sort of Indians. Farmhouse.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Yes, Watson, yes. It's all coming together in my brainium, Watson. My cranium is
your brain
swelling.
box? In your brainium box?
According to this,
Swelling, the water lily house. Sorry, Watson, I seem to be stuck up.
I think you're actually just
wall
having
for
a
some
stroke. The swelling is a stroke.
Alright, let's see if there's any of this shit I can click on, Watson. Oh, we're back here. You see the water lily house.
Okay.
This is where the great theft has occurred.
So what is that? Okay, we haven't really worked out what that's to do with anything. Why were these flowers nicked?
What? Yes, exactly.
To poison him with?
Why? Who? What? It's too much mystery.
It is
in
a lot of
one
who's and
man.
what's and whys.
Too
Yeah,
much
yeah.
mystery, Watson. Let's have a look in here. The dry tropics.
Ooh,
Books on there about plants and shit.
shit like that.
What's this fucking weird shit? What's
Ooh,
look
I
at
like
these?
that little. It's
Looks
like a Pokemon.
Pokemon, doesn't it?
We said the fucking same thing at the same
Does. It looks
time.
like what's his
Dog
name?
Trio. Oh no, it's not Dog Trio. That's the one underground. What's the one with the 3 trees going off?
Yes, that one.
That one. What's the?
Someone in Twitch chat will know.
Yeah, Executor. That's it. Executor.
Egg Tree Boy. Eggy
Egg
Tree
Tree Boy, as he's known to by his friends.
Where the fuck is... Can I look at any of
Where's
this?
Mrs. White?
Look at all these trowels and shit, Watson.
It is a garden.
dry tropics.
Usually what you'll find, yeah.
Yeah,
You'll
good.
find
Just look at all this lovely detail, Watson, that we can investigate. It's not
we can't-
quite unnecessary.
We spent a lot of time making this whole
There
of
is
the
a
world
smell
look
of
very
burning.
beautiful.
There's a fucking bonfire.
There's a bonfire.
Here. This
Oh, tea it up.
vicious.
Broken
Broken
pot.
pot.
They're burning evidence.
The symbol is not from
Oh my
Kew
god, it's a
Garden.
fucking Asian symbol.
What?
The remains of a picture frame.
Can we get any of it out?
Can we look at it? No.
A broom handle was half burned.
Is that a Venus flytrap I
A
see?
door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire?
Oh, because they replaced
The
them,
door
didn't they?
handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
They replaced the fucking
The plants
door
were set alight fairly recently. Some have not
Are
completely
these the
burned.
stolen plants?
It looks like it, yeah.
Burned, what does that say?
Burnt broom,
Oh, burnt broom. I thought it said burnt bacon.
door handle,
Excited.
picture frame. Ooh,
Gas
what the
mask?
fuck?
What the? Jesus Christ. That's the that's horrible.
A protective mask.
That's like, what's that movie with the scary ghost children?
Put it on, what?
Someone
I want
set
to
it
see you in
alight,
it.
but
Very
it did
sexy.
not burn.
What's this? Does anyone know what movie I'm thinking about?
Are you my mummy?
Oh.
Sounds like that fucking Doctor Who episode.
Not Doctor Who. The Orphanage. I'm thinking of The Orphanage.
Have a sniff on this one, Watson. See if it gets you high.
If so, we'll pocket it. Save it for later.
Right, Watson. Any of these drugs that we could use, Watson, to get ourselves
Let's
completely
get a little,
fucked up?
Get a little buzz going.
Get wasted, Watson.
It's hard to solve a murder when you're sober.
The best way to serve a murder is completely
your
high
tits.
on off your
Off your fucking titties. Let's do it.
any kind of drugs that are available. Ah, a ghost.
Aha!
Look, Holmes, this charming lady must be Miss White. She's entering the seed house.
Did she walk down that way?
I think she went that way, didn't she?
Oh, it's a map of the Kew Gardens.
Colonial collection.
Ah, okay, excellent.
Oh, it's-
Water
This
lily
was
greenhouse.
the thingy. We had to wander through all of these.
Ah,
Farmhouse.
the dry tropics, seed house.
Dry tropics.
And then there's a ventilator. We need to get
Ventilation
into that.
system.
That's
That's
near the
where the
seed
good
Seed
stuff will be.
house.
And this was the nursery.
Nursery.
And then
Director's
this is the,
office. Cloakroom. and laboratory.
How have we not found any of those buildings? We just wandered through all the
wandered
fucking
aimlessly.
shitty buildings.
Well, the ventilation system's going to be where you'll find the good juice.
Right, okay. Looks like we're almost at the ventilation system here. This
Oh,
is
it's right there. It's right bloody there.
All right, let's see if we
Check
can
it
get in. Is it open? Yeah.
Someone's left their bite.
Quite ghetto here, isn't
It's
it?
very ghetto.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
It should.
A ventilation...
Oh, object of interest. Okay.
Okay, looks like we need
a
need
water
something.
tank.
fix that. Right, so that creates steam and keeps it all tropical, you know? Like it's really in the bloody
in the desert.
like what Holmes done in his living room.
Yes, with the bees.
With the bees. Remember the bees,
mys-
Watson?
Mystery of the bees.
Looks like I could fiddle around with this and get it all working again if I can find all the little bits of shit that I need from around the fucking whole world.
Yeah.
I think we should talk to
Yes,
Mrs.
yes,
White.
yes.
She did it with the flowers
She did it with
in the colonial
the
room.
steam.
Mrs. White,
Open! Did he just
Seed
command that
house.
door to open?
and it did.
God, it's
That's how we do it here, Watson.
Open!
Young lady.
Hello, gorgeous. I bet he perved on her. He liked the ladies. He liked
Good
them.
day to you, miss.
Oh,
You
my
have
God,
some
you're right.
Very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr.
Oh,
John
Watson
Watson.
getting his flirt on.
This is my good
How
friend,
come he's
Mr.
doing it,
Sherlock
Chapman?
Holmes.
Bloody
I am
hell.
honoured
God,
to make
Watson's-
your acquaintance,
Get his A
gentlemen.
game on.
My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
I might be.
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here
Smug
at Kew
face.
Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Yes, I'm looking into the theft of some plants.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Didn't it happen like yesterday?
Yes, you
Oh, it's
forgetful.
quite
It's quite
understandable
understandable.
that
You might forget about all the fucking plants.
after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is
What?
such a
Everyone said he's
terrible
an arsehole.
misfortune.
Okay. Did you
Relationship with you?
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a
flowers.
master, a great leader. I saw him
Oh, okay, maybe not
almost
banging.
as a spiritual father.
Bullshit.
Did he
I
have
call
an
bullshit on the
exceptional
spiritual
nature?
father.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Doubt.
He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice
Very
to
nice. Well, Betty
me. Although
was.
he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Why is the? Do you know? Did you?
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection
Someone
was
must have bloody
cleared?
well done it.
No, I have never been there.
What? Lies and slander.
Never.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honour.
She's talking too nicely about him. I didn't trust her.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert
Oh,
gave me a
fuck.
set of duplicate
She's
keys.
calling him by
He
his
agreed
first
I
name.
might carry out my studies without disturbing
were
him.
banging.
It is only temporary.
Albert Dunn.
Oh, wait. Is that the guy that died?
Son.
Oh. All right, ignore me then. I don't know what I'm bloody talking about.
Oh.
Up, Holmes, up! Look at her chin, Holmes!
Tin? Of course. It's very distracting.
Smell her, smell her.
You s-
Expensive perfume. It's not the idea that Holmes is just this fucking creep who's just smelling people.
She's got a rash. Oh, fucking what?
Ooh, poor
been
family. How do you know she's got a
malnourished.
poor family from a bit of a rash on her hands? That seems like a
Very
bold
strange.
leap to take.
Unmarried. Oh shit! I need to look at the old hands.
Yeah, she's
She's
definitely
also
unmarried, isn't
married.
she? No, no.
Give us a little
Uh-huh.
ring,
we go.
ringy. Poor family.
She's got a rash. She is poor.
Thank you,
Poor
miss.
people have rashes.
None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens
None of the 3
know why
people.
half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious.
Well, she doesn't look like she could have carried all those plants out. She says she's never even been there, but she
But she does have
the
a rash
key.
on her hand, though.
Materials
the
for college
key.
study.
She could
They
have
belong
touched one
to
of the plants
Albert.
by accident.
These leather gloves are new and of good quality. They
Poor.
do not appear to have been used.
But has
This
expensive
place
perfume.
serves as Albert's office.
Maybe
A
that was
book
bought
about
for her
ships.
by...
By the
Nothing at all to
dead
do
guy.
with plants.
what? About ships.
She's got navigational stuff. What?
Wait, who's? I thought it said out. This
This
is
is
Albert's
her
desk.
desk.
Did not say Albert's desk.
Oh, well, it's got her...
Materials for
Albert's
They belong to
materials.
These leather gloves are new.
Unused leather gloves.
A book about
Book about
Ships.
ships. What? What?
What?
Dunn was obviously trapped and poisoned.
Yeah.
We know this. This is clear. He was poisoned. A virulent vegetal poison. Yes. Well, I mean, then again, maybe he was gassed. Maybe he was poisoned. Anyway, he was definitely poisoned.
Yeah. Poisoned by the
mean-
gas, right?
What are the other things?
So wait, so she's wearing expensive perfume, but her hands say she's poor. So we assume that the guy who owned Kew Gardens bought her expensive perfume. He was courting her, as they said back in the day, and because he had a thing for the ladies. So she was all like, woo hoo hoo hoo. But she's also got a rash on her hand, which means she could have handled some of the poisonous plants. And there's gloves that are unused, which means she didn't use the gloves and got poison on her hands. And why does she have a book about ships?
Seas. Strange.
And she doesn't really get. Why, if she doesn't get anything from killing him, what would she get? She loses her on tap of expensive perfume. I'm surely not going to bump off a sugar daddy that gives me expensive perfume.
Some of the evidence can be used in the investigation will be marked as right.
Let's go to the. Yeah, we can go to the other rooms now, can't we?
Where do we need to investigate? We need to investigate that.
This one. Is it this one?
we-
No, nursery.
locked.
Oh, didn't she give us a key? Oh, she didn't give us a key.
No, I think what we need to do is go to the officers' quarters or wherever, over the office house.
Okay.
That's where we
Which
want to
is-
go.
What, right next to us now?
Yeah. No, it's
No, we're
down the
there.
street,
Okay, sorry,
round
we
the
didn't
corner
see
from the
that.
nursery. So we can't go into the nursery by the looks. We can go through though via this way. Doop-dee-doop-dee. I guess the nursery is this way and it's not involved. I probably can't get into it.
Was the son
Locked.
in a relationship with her? Or courting her?
Well, who
Locked.
do you think she got the rich perfume from?
Someone got it for her.
Yeah, was it Montague Dunn?
Those
boy?
hands did not buy that perfume.
Locked.
So we can't get into the officers' areas and the offices.
Martin. Is it Martin? What's his name? Albert, whatever. Martin, no.
Mr. Hamish,
Hamish,
can
whatever.
you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before, and now all of a sudden he is trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work
This is
here,
true.
and he never missed an
He wants
opportunity
to do it now,
criticize him
but only after
publicly.
his death.
Are you able to
I
elaborate
think
on
before
that?
this, he was obviously
Well,
before his death.
for example, with our last exhibition
that's
here,
why he's got the
Mr.
navigation
Dunn had
book.
Albert make a
wants to be
presentation
a
Wants to be a
speech.
sailor. So then
But
what?
then,
He
while the
wouldn't
lad
kill
was
his
speaking,
dad,
Mr.
meaning
Dunn
he's gotta,
interrupted him,
You know,
asking
He
him
wouldn't want
difficult
that life.
questions, making him look like a
why
failure.
would he kill his dad?
It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White,
Right.
who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
Right. I mean,
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time.
Oh,
She is
God.
quite charming indeed.
They all want to
She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head.
oh my
and
God,
wonder.
he's an r/nice guy.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our
The
investigation.
worst kind of guy.
He's a nice guy.
No.
This guy's a nice guy.
Oh,
And he fancies her, and he's like, why can't she see me?
Why can't she? I'm the nice guy.
But
Why
I'm
should
the
she go
nice
for that
one.
asshole?
Why does she like Mr. Montague
I'm
Dunn,
way
who's a
better.
complete
Milady.
plant sniffer?
He gets off his titties on plants. I'm way better than him. So he killed him.
Think about this. Right. God, there's a lot to unpack. Let's pop back to Baker Street just for one moment.
Okay.
While I want to investigate that seal. See on the
So, what if Hamish liked Mrs. White, Miss White? Miss White was having a bit of a thing with the guy. He also hated the guy anyway because he was like a dickhead who didn't really care about the Kew Gardens. He knew if he took him out, he could potentially
Take
run
over.
Kew Gardens. Yeah.
Because the son would more interested in.
Because the son wouldn't want to do it because he didn't even like it, is what he thought would happen. And then, he could get his end away with Miss White. But unfortunately for him, Albert turned around and said, actually, you know what? I do want to run this now. So now he's like, fuck, that wasn't meant to happen.
What are we looking for here?
Cocaine toothache drops.
I mean, it's kind of, we need like some sort of, is it religion or something? Or
Religion?
marks and symbols. Okay. The Divine Scholastic Syndicate for Vegetation Veneration. The members of the syndicate worship Triwan, the God King. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release themselves from the material world.
Here it is.
So, okay, it's a strange...
So it's a...
The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Right. That's not it.
No. I mean, it's going to be something... Do you think it's a... No, it's got to be important.
Tree Wan. He's like a man who is also a tree.
Ooh.
A Tree Wan
I
man.
love him.
Right, looks like we still have to do a lot of investigation here at Kew Gardens to figure out exactly what poison, where the plants have gone.
Yeah, then who bloody moved all those plants and is lying about it? And why lie?
Maybe if we ask her about getting the keys to her lab, we can get the keys off of them.
Yeah, we just need to get in those locked rooms. Oh, we need to find the thing as well to use on the ventilation thing.
We need to find
Something
out. We
to
need
do
to
on
find
it.
out where these missing plants have gone, and like who might have taken them, and
why.
and why.
And where? Well, they burnt them. They burnt them around the back, didn't they?
Albert,
Albert, give me your keys.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you
got
understand.
all my porn in there. Flowers, stuff.
Tell me, have you ever
Porn
heard of
flowers.
the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
I believe you.
I believe him.
Give us the keys.
Thank you, young man.
I've literally
We shall see you
rooted
again
through your
soon.
dad's organs. Let me look through people's personal belongings.
Give me the keys.
Give me the keys right now.
Where are the keys? He can let us have them. Did he give us?
I think he's given them to you, isn't he? I think we've acquired them.
The keys acquired. Do you
Yeah.
think?
I think so.
So can I now go into these rooms or not? I guess
Have a look. Yes!
Locked.
What? Not anymore!
exciting. The director's office.
Oh, what's that on the left? A
Oh,
beautiful white
It's a ghost.
suit.
A man. He's turned
He's
into a
dead!
fucking Captain Moustache.
Oh. What?
Was that Mr. Montague Dunn, do you think?
I think that might have been him, the man himself.
Dirty leather glove.
Dirty gardening gloves.
Phone. A black thing. Is that a hat? Smoking.
Smoking.
Newspapers
newspaper.
discussing Kew Gardens.
And this will be where it just has his name, right?
new plant species! The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley! One that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject. So, fucking overstepping his bounds there.
He's in
Martin
the paper
Hamish.
rather than Montague. No wonder he was livid.
He is angry.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe Montague deserves it. Is there anything else?
Aha.
There is a letter. My dearest Margaret, following our conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens.
Who's Margaret? Mrs. White? Miss White?
Must be, right?
Yeah.
As you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You're quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck.
But it's unsent. She hasn't given it to her. So he was funding her lifestyle like the sugar daddy he was. Very sweet.
She was going to be fired.
Watson, why did you just leave? Watson?
Need to piss her.
I'm going to be honest.
She was going to
dash.
be fired.
But he wasn't. It didn't sound like he was firing her. Like, it sounds like that's what she wanted, right? I mean, it was a firing, but it was like a nice, like, you get what you want. I won't, Oh, Watson's back.
What's it?
Champagne! Champagne!
Champagne. Montague Dunn had a good taste.
They must have had a breakup and a discussion. He was like,
Yeah.
well,
French wine.
if you're not
A
going to
remarkable
sniff
vintage.
flowers with me, young lady,
Get out of my
then
bloody garden.
bloody leave. You can get out.
Get out, you
He was
harlot.
a bit of a filth bag, though, I think. Oh,
Ooh, it's another thingy. Ooh. My favorite way is that it hasn't explained what you actually have to do.
see what I mean? It's just this.
It's
look.
like you open a bit and then you, aha. Okay.
So it's 2, and then 2,
Then,
and then 2, and then
yeah,
2.
two. Nope.
Okay, so it's
2,
2, then 2,
2, then
then
1.
3,
Or 3.
then
Then 3. Maybe it's, yeah, then 4.
then 4,
Yeah. 2, 3, 4.
then 4 again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then, ooh.
Mm.
Oh
No,
no!
5. Okay,
Okay.
so it's 2, then 2,
Two.
then 3, then 3,
3,
then
5.
5.
Then 5.
then 5. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it could be 6.
Nah, I think you're right. Boom.
It's like a little flower.
Do, 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 do. Very appropriate considering the setting. These locks are really terrible in this game. No wonder everything's been stolen.
My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I'm paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and save the most extraordinary, precious, and rare species of plant from their rightful owners. We're-
All right.
That's right, we're going to steal them from those savages out abroad who don't know any idea about looking after them or anything. They don't love them like we do.
We
They
love
can't-
them
they-
on a purely
They
sexual
don't
level.
want to sniff them like we do and get high. Our duty is to protect such species. This divine syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889?
Ooh, we're going to have to look
So
that
I
up.
must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. Documents were sent to you on Monday. See you in Boodles on Tuesday,
Ooh,
as always.
Boodles.
Montague Dunn.
Boodles.
So this was a letter that was sent from Montague Dunn
To his
someone,
dear friend.
the lawyer, maybe.
The lawyer. Yeah, I'm asking you to defend me. Don't accuse me. Maybe he's saying you shouldn't be taking all these plants. And he's like, bitch, I do what I want. The divine syndicate of whom you speak. So he's saying, oh, actually, they should have the plants. And he's like, well, remember that case that Sherlock Holmes will have to now go look up?
So he must know her from the club, from the club, like Boodles or whatever. This is
Boodles.
like, I reckon that's the name of the gentleman's club.
Oodles or boodles?
Oh, and this is the complaint from the Divine Syndicate.
Ah.
you want to do this?
Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie, we need not elaborate, that was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. How do you say that word? Abhorrent. How do you say that word? That's it. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate. Just drowning. Okay.
Gosh.
What is our sisters? What?
Well, they refer to the plants
As their family?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
We need to investigate that.
Crazy.
Jeez.
Right, so we need to go look at the case.
Find that bit of used-
But is there anything else we
lovely
need to look
bit
at
of
whilst we're here?
stuff. Oh, hang on a second. There might be more in here, actually.
Oh, it didn't kick you out, did it? Which usually means it might be
Another
something else.
letter.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Personal loan.
Debt of Miss Margaret White to Miss Montague Dunn. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. Ayo! An educational scholarship at the London University.
Ayo!
Credits opened at Hamilton.
Ayo!
And Radigan House, Taylors, and at Bard and Sons, luxury jewelers.
Uh-oh.
Ayo!
He's been
He
paying...
was a sugar daddy.
A sugar baby.
It's sugar baby, sugar daddy.
Sugar baby. Oh, God. So she had pellagra, a condition that emerges after a prolonged period of malnutrition. Her child was a poor and unhappy one. However, she's now...
She's rich, she smells good, she's got an education.
It's fantastic. He was going to fire her.
Yeah, he's like, well, you know, you're on your own now.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Reynold Hamish with me. So they were friends.
In
Like,
that
these,
picture.
they knew each other. Look at this picture.
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean they're just taking a picture. Doesn't mean they're friends, does it?
Well, no, and it looks like it was outside the front, doesn't it, as well? Right, what are we linking together here?
Okay.
I mean,
Deadly plants stolen and poisoning. Have we tried that one?
obviously this thing is a thing. They were a couple. They were an item.
Yeah.
Or at least he was going to fire her.
It sounded like in that letter that she said, I want to do it on my own now. Isn't that what it said? Like, your wishes are, you know, you can do it by yourself? Or did I completely misinterpret that letter? I think that's what he said.
Oh, what do you mean?
Can we look at the letter again that he sent to her?
Yeah, which one was it? This one here?
The breakup. Following, I believe it might be better if you, as you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. So she was the one who was like, I don't need your support. I can do this by myself.
Yes, but maybe it's more like...
It's quite a nice breakup letter. I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck.
Well, it's very much
Unless
a
it's-
non-threatening
Is it
kind
a
of...
bitter sort of...
Yeah, what's
behind the... Is there something behind?
That was a mirror.
Oh, it's just a mirror, okay.
Is this the cloakroom then, which we can't enter, perhaps?
Locked.
Office key.
Tea.
Ah.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that's
these are
terrifying.
these are the
Jesus
the
Christ.
things used for...
Aha.
There's some spilled
Wet
things on
bottle
this thing.
trace.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Okay, I figured it out.
Gold dust. Good heavens.
Go on then, Holmes.
Captain...
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks.
Oh, hang on.
So it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
Okay.
Why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Okay.
Okay, hit me with your theory,
Several
Holmes.
drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
Okay.
Okay, so... What's her face? Mrs. White.
Mrs. White. Miss White.
Not quite sure why she wanted to do it,
Yeah.
but she made a poison, put it in the ventilation system, gassed him when he was in there.
Okay. Why? What's her motive?
She was a member of the tree worshipping hippies and was unhappy that her sisters were also trapped. She believed she was a tree. She
was a tree.
Sniffed too many drugs, thought she was a plant, was angry about the things, so she took them all and burned them. Don't know. Okay, that's
all right.
makes
We're
sense.
gonna.
I've
Okay,
lost it. I
let's
lost
go.
it.
I think
I had something there. I lost it.
I mean, she might have killed him because she knew that he was going to let her go, and
Several
she wanted to
drops
stay
of the
working
bottle is no
at
longer
Kew Garden,
here,
so she killed
but
him.
it is possible
That's
to
definitely
detect
possible.
a
I don't know if she
faint
thought she was a
scent.
tree.
We need a good nose.
Maybe a little bit.
Toby!
Oh, fetch Toby.
Let's just have a quick peek around here. University book.
A botany.
A botany book.
This
Albert
student's
Dunn. It says, does it say repeat year?
Yeah.
Oh, he was shit,
That's
wasn't he?
embarrassing.
He was shit.
Chemistry.
chemicals. A sufficient.
Serious experiments.
Okay.
A
Phonograph.
phonograph used for voice
Ooh,
recording.
we can hear someone's
Remarkable.
Yes.
recordings?
Quite a modern laboratory.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
So Martin
Hamish was aware of the fact that plants would do that.
Yeah.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness.
Oh, but she was aware
Margaret
too.
White, February 1895.
Been in on it together.
245.
Study report.
Maybe that's why she's like, I don't need you anymore, bitch. I'm my own strong woman. When in reality, she knew that her and Hamish were planning to kill him.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Piss off.
Very funny, Watson.
Let's look at the spooky boys.
Yes. Looks like there's one
Gloves.
missing.
Waterproof aprons. Everything.
Do they grow?
Do they grow dangerous plants? Well, of course they do, Watson.
Yes, you guys are
Don't be
solid
paying any
reason
fucking-
we're here.
Such masks
You're
are
paying any
generally worn when
attention.
dealing with toxic chemicals.
Right,
Yeah,
yes.
very
Well,
spooky.
you know, why did they burn one? They burned one, you see.
Very
There's
weird.
more to examine here, is there?
Is it the middle one?
It
of course.
appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
Yeah, they must have burned the entire set in that fire. Along with all the bloody stolen plants.
Locked.
All of the
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't get...
It does.
Doesn't matter. We will open it.
all of the evidence. They just got rid of it all in one go.
Oh, shit.
it's one of
me,
these.
Lydia. I
Yes.
don't want to do these
You
ones.
can do it. You can do it.
What are these fucking arrows, Watson?
What the? Okay.
What is all
Here
this?
we go.
Oh,
Oh, that's new.
that doesn't look right.
I couldn't do that before.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Move the big main green one.
Hang on, I need to find something. This bit. Hang on. There we go.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, this is awkward.
Where does it start? Okay, over there.
How do I? Oh my
Keep
God. I
going.
need
There
to
was a
rotate
line.
everything. How do I rotate? Oh, rotate all. There we
There.
go.
Aha.
Okay. I need to move this one.
Yeah, yeah. Boom.
Kind of like that.
Yes, nicely done.
Wow, that was quite hard
Open.
work there. Open.
One. Open cloakroom. Oh, okay.
Mike,
We're gonna
come
look
on.
at people's stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, now this is gonna be the good
Martin
stuff.
Hamish's locker.
Oh, green
A
thumb.
review
Oh,
on
green
rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces.
A revolutionary grafting of a thing.
A review
How
on rare
much I
and
love
exotic
putting
plants.
trees up
Martin
my bum
Hamish
by
has written
Martin
several
Hamish.
pieces.
Why? How many times have you mentioned putting something up a bum in this?
It
script?
must just be something
I
to do
think
with
we're
me.
hitting
Lydia.
them. I feel like it's double digits.
Do you want to do this?
Okay,
Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens oblige me to renew my application for the management position. As I have stated already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunn was alive, I understood your reservation to my suggestion. Your reasons were political, and so I was happy to comply. But now the Kew Gardens lie in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of an inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency, so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead and free my mind from this uncertainty. So he's saying, I want to
Martin
leave.
Hamish studied chemistry.
Ooh.
Interesting.
He knows poisons.
Does.
Ooh, what's this about? Father and
Father
I.
and I. Kew Gardens.
Oh, still that precious memory.
Albert's locker.
Yeah.
He loves the sails.
Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction.
He loves
Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
Ooh,
A rejection letter from the British
Oh
Royal
no,
Naval
he applied
College.
to the British Royal Naval College. Sir, it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you to the Navy Royal School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunn, has expressed his intention to entrust you the directorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. And it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens.
What accent is it?
Yours very faithfully, J.M. Le Marchand, Director of the Royal Navy Training Centre.
It's Brian Butterfield.
I don't know where that was going. Oh, there's a little hidden-
firing. Oh,
something.
there's a
missing.
photograph.
A picture of Miss White and Albert in front of the
They went to
University of
university
London.
together, didn't they?
And they seem to get along.
Oh yes, he sort of put his arm around her.
Ah, the old hover.
The old hover.
Hover arm. Hover arm. Right,
Miss
let's.
White's locker. Apparently, Miss White is a capable student.
Master's degree in chemistry.
Russia's clever.
A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
Dear Mother and Father, I am writing this letter with reluctance to ask for your help. My studies and my housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I had anticipated. I fear, therefore, that I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we have had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Margaret.
So that's when she found herself a sugar daddy.
Or is that something she was going to send and abandon his help? Do you see what I mean? Saying like,
Oh, well,
I don't
need
need
your
you
help.
anymore. I'm going to ask
I'll ask my parents for help.
instead.
Maybe.
See what I mean?
Maybe she was sick of being his.
Albert's letter to her.
Ooh.
Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help.
Your devoted servant.
So she's preparing a letter to send to her family.
Yeah, saying I'm broke.
And he's obviously, she knows that Albert's offering her money, but she doesn't want to get into a situation where she's being offered money again by...
A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
God, she really is being sought after, isn't she?
He's very sought after. Sugar daddy's giving her lots of gifts.
Margaret!
Go on.
We were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all these years that you have passed since you left without any thought of us? You never share with us any detail of your success at university. You choose to do so now? We suppose you must be ashamed of us, for we are not from the same high class, spat everywhere, as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, as we I have always done, and none of us ever compromise their reputation, as it appears you have already done with your employer, Mr. Dunn. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed, your parents. Holy shit. Blow, blow.
Right, and in here
These jewels must...
are a fucking small fortunes worth of jewels.
She's got... Oh, okay, so she's the sugar daddy. He's been giving her loads of shit.
Oh, right. So,
But wait. That was a letter that she hadn't sent to the parents. Yet there's a reply from the parents being like, how the fuck could you ask us for money? That doesn't... I don't understand.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a draft so we can see it.
Nothing of these links together. We need to do some more
Okay,
study.
it's the draft. Okay, right. So she wrote it out and then sent the real deal, and they were like, "We're not giving you any money. You haven't been in touch with us for ages. We know that you've been banging your
But
boss
it looks
anyway."
like Albert is the new sugar daddy.
Right.
So maybe she had to get the dad out of the picture.
Yeah, and then she could have
Move
a-
on to the
carry
young
on with
boy.
Albert, and he'd get all the dad's money.
Someone was making poison. Someone was making poison.
Someone was making poison. For whatever reason, she decided she didn't want Sugar Daddy's money anymore, and she told him she can do it by herself. Contacted her parents. They were like, "Piss off. We haven't heard from you for ages. We know that you're getting money from your boss." And then the son, who's in love with her, says, "I'll help you out."
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
That sounds like
Mr.
he
Hamish,
has.
was
That sounds like a
someone from your
lie.
family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Liar.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do
He's
tell
right. We
us
didn't have any
more
right to
about
look
your
through all this
father.
stuff.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that.
Oh my god.
They expanded Kew Gardens
Maybe
together.
he
that
blames
was all.
his dad.
And it was all my father's work.
Oh
But Dunn
god.
always
The
lived the
motivations here.
So Mr. Dunn
so
was not
ridiculous.
Strong
helping your
motive
father.
coming through.
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to
So
take
he's
all
had a
the
grudge on
credit.
him for a long time.
Fucking hell.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
I mean, this is
Oh, beat it up.
pretty crazy.
It's two very strong separate motives going on.
Hamish's anger, yeah.
One of them is a red herring
Hamish hated Montague Dunn.
who took all the credit off of his father.
He thinks he should be the new director.
He thinks, my dad did all the good stuff. I should be the one doing it.
Yeah, he's definitely got a motive, hasn't he? So, okay. I mean, poison does feel like something someone with a knowledge of chemistry will have, but both of them have a knowledge of chemistry. Both of them
does,
were using that
And
thing.
Hamish does.
His one specifically mentioned, though,
I
the relevant
perceive that you are
thing.
passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Oh, for
Are you
fuck's
quite
sake.
sure? You do not
Why is
seem to
everyone
be so
bullshitting?
Why
interested
does everyone
in-
have to
Just
fucking
tell us the
lie?
fucking
Just be
truth,
like,
that's
yes, I
all.
do like ships.
My
Like,
future
why
is
did
here.
Hamish just lie about
It's
his
never
dad?
been
Why
about
not say,
anything
yeah, my
else.
dad likes botany as well?
Please just, look.
Just tell the sodding truth.
Oh,
Albert's hopes?
yeah.
And
Right?
yet
Yeah.
I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say.
No, we just
Yes,
actually looked
that's
through the
correct.
stuff.
And in fact, my father
I
was
don't think he
strongly
would have
against the
murdered
idea.
his father to get out
He
of
did
this.
his best to ruin
No,
my plans.
I don't think he's anything to do
Although
with
I
Because
it.
almost
now
did
he's
succeed.
like keen to do
But my
it.
dreams were
So I don't
shattered,
think
Mr.
he's.
Holmes.
Yeah.
So I think it's between the other two.
It's between the
Thank
woman...
you, young man. We shall see you again.
But why did she kill him, though? Because... What? The son would get the money and then she could have the son as, like...
Albert's motive is pretty bad. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't think he would kill his dad for that. Because, because he'd kill his dad and then go off and join the Navy.
the motive is so weak.
Why would he kill his dad and then do the job that he didn't ever want to do?
What do we think the fragment from the thing is?
Oh, the pot, the religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
According to
weird
this,
one.
they have light and moisture
Maybe we'll find out
control
that,
in
like,
some
Hamish's
parts of
dad
the building.
believed in it or something like that.
But like where is that fragment of a pot? Do you know what I mean? Because this one was replaced. Like, just thinking, like, we need to pop over to what's her face.
We need to get Toby as well. Toby. He's got
I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm going completely the wrong way. Oh, we need to get Toby over here.
Toby.
Right, let's go and do that. And then we'll bring him back. Let's go and fetch Tobes. The Syndicate feels like the red herring bit. It feels like, yeah.
What, the pot?
It feels like the son is genuinely sad about the death, and at least like hasn't gone on to join the Navy as a result. Because if that was his motivation to join the Navy, why isn't he?
Yeah. Like, my dad's dead. I can finally do what I want.
Why is he looking up there?
Oh yeah, the case. Was it 1890 something?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The Divine Syndicate Club on Grosvenor Street, protector of plants and trees, are currently subject to administrative investigation. The leaders are suspected of financial malfeasance. Right, I see. So it looks like they maybe got hold of these things. They managed to, because there were financial irregularities.
Is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Okay, right.
All right, so we can go over there and investigate that. Let's just pick up Toby.
Toby.
Come with us.
Look,
Come on,
checking
Toby.
out the lady now.
We have some work for you to do.
What's checking out
Let us go
Chungus
to
Maximus?
Kew
Hello, darling. You dirty pervert.
So we can go to the Divine Syndicate.
If I go there, Toby will wait for me in the cab.
Oh, good Toby.
Okay.
Oh, just good. I'm so wrinkly.
We enter the nursery. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Didn't think about that.
This place is beautiful, Holmes.
Oh my god.
Its atmosphere is remarkably
Oh my gosh.
soothing.
It's like a Shinto
Let
shrine.
us find someone who could help us.
It's incredible.
And he's in like one of those super nice gardens. This all seems very strange though, doesn't it?
I think it's lovely. Very lovely. Wait, are
Good
these the
day to
people
you,
that
sir.
think the
My
flowers
name
are the
is Sherlock.
I am exalting the south. A while can you
Sounds like
wait?
a euphemism.
From the trace of elements and moreover, from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are. To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking
Quite
to?
fucking weird.
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening
I
to
love
you,
the
I am.
vegetable. Right. Fucking what a guy. He's got a weird tattoo on his neck.
Yeah.
He feels to me criminal.
What? Neck
Do you know
tattoo?
what I mean?
Neck tattoo doesn't instantly. Well, I mean.
Well,
no,
it's
does
not
it, Lois?
necessarily very monkish, is it? To have a. Well, maybe it is.
Maybe it's part of their thing, though. You know.
He likes gardening. I like a smelling plant.
Acid burn, chemical practice.
Right.
I mean, that's either a massive red herring.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
Well, this is now throwing a complete spanner in everything.
It is a school
Yeah,
of
it makes it a lot more
anastomosis.
complicated.
The divine scholastic
opens up a
syndicate
third
for vegetation
avenue.
veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine only true devotees.
Right.
Those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
We
What?
visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
It was merely an observation.
Right. Yeah.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord?
our God King?
Q.
We know that it is Trewon.
Yeah.
Our God King's name is Trewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh, la. Good. I like you.
Oh, that was very straightforward.
Here is the holy key to the wisdom
What is the
place.
name
Holy
of
donation, can you make
the
one
one that we worship? Who is the God
Thank you
King?
so much.
Trewon, the God
I
King.
pray you to taste
Yeah.
our fertilizer
Here's a
substance.
key.
From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
He wants to taste the raw sap. Is that what you said?
He wants
Well,
us
we
to...
will leave you
taste
to
the
your
raw sap.
meditation.
What the fuck is going on, Watson?
I don't bloody know, Holmes, do I?
Why are we doing
I
it?
don't know. I want to go
It's not
home.
all fucking weird.
I want to go home and look through the telescope at the woman. Okay?
I mean,
We were doing tit for tit.
oh, there's some...
A fragment of a flower pot.
What?
Ooh.
A fragment.
Oh.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
What is that? Watson?
What is that? How do we look at it? It's covering something. Flower pots.
It's a symbol.
Aha. You!
The
Royal
Kew
Gardens.
symbol.
This is no mere coincidence.
What? What?
What? Give that a big banging.
Let's go into the
It's
temple.
made it a lot more confusing now.
Well, these guys maybe stole the stuff.
Damn.
There's another man in here. Look at these trees. They're nice, aren't
And there's a tree boy at the back. All
this?
hail, tree boy!
Came to make a donation? Glory to Trewan!
Is he wearing like a bow tie and...
Hail
This must
Trewan.
be Trewan,
Yes,
the divine
yes.
syndicate's god.
Trewan.
Ooh, drugs table.
That should be the raw sap that
So
the
it's
Green
a
Grand
drug-
Mystic spoke
Oh,
of.
ring? Is that cocaine? Heroin?
It is rather delicious and of
I
an
was being like-
excellent quality.
My word, Holmes.
Moorish.
Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Aha! It's a drug ring.
This green grand...
We should have a look around. Looks
Just
like
one
they're making
spoonful
fucking
more.
drugs here. Bloody hell, Watson. Drugs.
This is a
Bloody
a
drug.
drug.
This
Watson.
door is
Drugs.
locked, but I can try
We
to
love
open it.
picking locks, don't we? I mean, right in front of this other guy as well. No shame.
Oh my god.
Very Moorish. Delicious Moorish cocaine.
Oh, I might have to unpiece this from itself. Let's see.
Ooh.
I can't. I
Ah,
have to
okay.
undo that.
And then
Oh my
do
god.
a wiggle.
Sorry. Okay, there we go. See if I can find out where this fits. with
Where's the long
everything.
boy?
See what I mean? That
Yeah, but
looks
then
like
that doesn't connect.
Oh,
Oh,
this
but
one
that
might
one might.
underneath.
The green one. Aha.
Yeah.
God, it's fiddly, isn't it? There you go. No. Yeah. Aha. Nice.
That you see.
Okay, so that's done.
And then we need to rotate this one so it goes in.
Holmes is just currently fucking off his nut on cocaine doing this lock. Very delicious.
Yeah, this one just needs the last one then. There we go. We did it.
Well done,
We
Holmes.
got into the backhoe full of where all the weed is.
Mm.
Bloody drugs are.
These instruments
my
are used
God.
for smoking opium.
This is Holmes's kind of party.
Fucking
he loves it.
opium.
It's an opium den.
Jackpot, Watson.
Woo-hoo! Quick, fill your pockets with as much as you can fit.
This
We gonna get
cabinet is full of
hooked up?
chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens.
Holy shit.
What? So they're making drugs.
Oh my god.
Are they making drugs at Kew Gardens?
How do you think she's going to finance her new lifestyle?
Drugs.
Drugs.
That would be enough to
Stealing,
perform the most difficult of chemical
drugs, stealing.
experiments.
Oh, she's stealing from some drug dealing. Ugh.
Holy shit balls.
Okay, so she's working with them and making drugs?
So
Stealing plants and making drugs out of them?
I need an object of interest to
Down
bring
there?
here.
On the... There, what's that?
Chemistry bottles.
Oh.
I think this is still an object of interest. I just don't have like the clue to get it. Do you see?
Okay, right, I got you. Holmes, I got you. Holmes never did opium, though. He's a coke man. I thought he was an opium addict. I thought the whole thing with Sherlock Holmes was an opium addict. Drug wars between a cult and Kew Gardens.
Oh shit! Maybe she.
I don't know. Do we think that she's part of this?
Maybe
I don't
she
think
isn't.
Hamish is part of it. I don't think the son is part of it.
Is there anything else in here? Oh,
Ooh.
A vast amount of opium.
oh dear.
What's that? A plate for what?
Smoking opium.
Oh, right, okay.
They're really doing full-on.
They love the drug.
Full-on drugs.
They love it. Can't get enough. Very tasty.
Is this door open as well?
They're just giving cocaine away for free as well. That's a pricey product. Wait, ooh, what's going on there?
Cage.
Okay.
Oh.
Nope, cocaine and morphine injections only, and lots of tobacco
Caterpillars.
smoking.
They
no
are raised
opium.
as
Oh.
food for certain plants. Let's take them.
Oh my god, there's so much here to unpack.
There's so much going on
Okay,
right
we're
now.
nowhere near this. This is all
We're not gonna
opened
be-
up.
This is huge
What-
now. We've opened up
Watson?
all the drugs.
I'm getting off my tits, Watson.
Yeah, Holmes.
Caterpillars.
Stop shoving the cocaine in your
Fucking-
mouth.
I'm just taking a load of drugs, man.
No, stop it, Holmes. You're off your rocker.
Okay, we're
Wait,
gonna,
so what
we're
did he
gonna have
just?
to stop the stream.
What did he
Lydia.
just see in there?
Some caterpillars.
Caterpillars.
Which we picked up.
Caterpillars.
I don't even know what's going on.
Oh my God, it's Daff. Oh.
Daff is bringing in cookies for Lydia's birthday.
Cookies. Oh, thank you.
Is this
Daff.
entirely filled with cookies?
Oh my
Daff?
God. Oh.
There you go.
They've all got nuts in.
They've all got nuts in. So completely edible. And thank you, Daff.
Thank you,
Take
Daff.
take those, Lydia. Happy
my
birthday
God.
from Daff, I
From
guess.
Daff, just from Daff. No one else. My God, it's really heavy.
It is, isn't it?
It's really
Why are there
heavy.
so many?
There's a lot of cookies.
Right, we're going to go and share those with the office, I think.
Yes.
And there's a card for you as well. Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Um,
we got one more to read out quickly.
KXR Plunk says, all right, Poggers, love the stream. Hope you have a fab weekend. Big love from Hannah Kay. Thank you very much, Hannah Kay. Hi to Steve. Thank you. That's all we've got time for.
Thank you,
On the
everybody.
stream. I will be away next week, so I'll be in San Francisco. And separately, hopefully, someone will be able to take over. And then after that, I'll be back.
And then I'll be away.
Oh, you'll be away.
I'm away the week
So
after.
it might be a while before we resolve this.
Yeah, it might have to be a few, like 2-3 weeks. before we
I'm
can
sure we will
resolve
have
it.
completely forgotten what happened because it's
Yeah.
completely bonkers.
Yeah.
But hopefully you guys can come back in a couple of weeks' time and we'll finish
And
it off.
remind us. Come
Right.
back.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Enjoy your weekend.